said that.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was like my computer saying Josh is streaming, but it was IQ update, and I was like,
It's kind of
All right.
funny.
Just lagging here. I'm gonna turn his on undisable video.
Right when I said I would be here, Will.
Huh? Yeah.
Right when I said I would be here.
That's fine. We're just taking a moment. It's a Friday. Alrighty. Last time
On D&D.
on DnD Frigid 6 Beyond.
Where the hell does the Beyond come from?
D&D
Frigid
Beyond.
Sticks Shippuden.
We finally
started.
had our dinner with the infamous, very famous, infamous Bright Queen.
For the Queen!
For the Queen. Where we had an unexpected guest approach our Dragonborn friend, Robin Ball. Discussed about with him regarding some what-if scenarios about the end of the world and where he stands, as well as the rest of us stand, if certain things were to come about. She then leaves with without having any cause of harm or any situation, nothing of such. She leaves. Later on, we meet up with the Bright Queen and we discuss about her being at the ball in Rashona and such, as well as how the Bright Queen already knew about who she was to begin with. Also discuss about how she has basically a job for us about investigating the 3 cities of Asarius, Karis, and Rotshold around Rashona in search for Robin Ball, kind of bringing her in dead or alive kind of situation, as well as checking up on the actual cities themselves. That's also when Torin presents the Luxon Beacon to the Bright Queen, and how we basically get a full-on renovation done to our keep, as well as every time we go and visit the city and such, we will be granted with a reward. I'm assuming correctly that's how that was pronounced.
Every time you complete an objective that
You can
were given.
choose whatever.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
And so we are all dismissed from her throne room except for Torn, where she discusses with him about being a Munavi and how he came to be one, which Torn has no idea. He's just one. She also tells him how that at the Lucid Bastion that there's people there that would be more willing to help him with his such lifestyle. That he should be there until the next morning. So next morning comes, Saren, Snyder, Anavir, and I are at the Marbleton Conservatory regarding getting our magical items that we needed, as well as, or no, we're there. Saren is discussing his armor and stuff like that and such, as well as we get the 2 manuals, as well as the Belt of Strength. Savari and Torn stay at the Lucid Bastion with Torn going into a long underground chamber with Lucy, another drow greeting him. They just overall discuss him being who he is as far as being a Munavi, someone who travels through time, essentially using the beacon as a key. Many people amongst Rashona and the Kryn are these type of people.
Resurrected.
Yes. Through time. Savari is talked with her crew and how they got this large trade deal done regarding lots of ammo and arms and such. And she also talks to the Ferments, but with one of the 12 dens where she about Skyport and Marquette. Amongst hours of negotiation, he finally gets approval sent to Marquette from the House of Dondales. We also acquire the amulet that rescues the sending stones amongst our parties. And then within that, the goblins who were in charge of creating the such rescues and the amulet, as well as the sending stones, find a particular rune on the back of the amulet of health, one that we didn't notice beforehand. With much confusion, we contact our tiefling, which we got the item from, and we decide to make our way back to the conservatory to identify the rune, where we were accompanied by a very helpful scholar and Anavir, who were able to identify the rune as a tracking device, primarily one that we realized after buying the magical mirror that was well overpriced, that we probably did not really need to begin with, that it was from the Empire, and the people weren't able to be identified. We had a pretty good idea who it was, being the ones to track us. Um, with that, the helpful scholar was able to put another cast or another set of runes on there to negate the effect of the tracking device, so allowing it to not be tracked anymore, um, free of charge. However, we do generously give them a large tip for doing so. That night, we decided to make our way to the shadow to our keep through the Shadowfell using our new ability to shadow walk. That's where we find a whole lot of Kryn there upkeeping the keep and such, and some of the Empire folk who were staying there have decided to go hide out farther in the mountains to prevent any conflict. And that sums up where we are now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we all went to bed for that night too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Swift
Oh,
Lifestyles.
we were gonna,
and...
yes, we're gonna meet, or yes, Sweet Life, not sweet, Swift Lifestyles. Yes. If you haven't yet, check down in the description below. You will get a 15% off on your wonderful gamer energy drinks
Wait.
here.
Wait,
What?
I highly recommend
type
the
it
green
out
apple.
and have me say it, because you know I say that kind of stuff for a living.
But I'm not paying you.
You're not paying any of us.
He ain't
I know.
paying me
Yeah,
either.
you're right.
I'm Canadian. I work pro bono.
You guys get paid?
You guys get paid here?
So the next day,
Yeah.
I go up to Saren, and since I was there with him when he was talking about how he wants this armor set done and everything, I do remember I have a book that I don't know if it'll help you or not. I figured you could read it in your time, but it's a book regarding the vast array of collections of artifacts from the Calamity. Might give you some ideas, might not, um, and you're more than welcome to look at it. Um, you also talk to Chris about that one because honestly, there's no actual item within, but it's just the book from the Angelo Sphinx Keep that we went to.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
But yeah,
The
Nation
book
like
appears
it.
mostly as a patchwork book, a sprawling collection of stories and sightings from a very long time ago, but you can even then tell that it's been assembled by multiple different authors in order to try and give a comprehensive view into the artifacts of the betrayers and the artifacts from the prime deities. So the both sides of the same coin when it comes to most powerful magical items created during the calamity.
So I wake up and there's the harmony situation.
Oh, god damn it.
It needs to be done.
And I wake up in the morning and I step outside. So you step outside?
I'm waiting on Chris.
You take a deep breath
Yeah, I mean there is a harm.
And you get real high.
and get real high.
So I look around and try to find Marion. Yeah, Marion, right?
yep.
Okay.
It takes a little bit
Keeps me.
searching around, but you do find that he is at the entryway currently going about checking the various shipments that are incoming to Akai Mordalis. Kind of very dry, pinches his nose, goes and looks over. Ah, hello. How can I
Good
help?
morning to you. I believe we wanted to straighten out the Harmony doing a job situation.
All up to you.
Okay.
Fine.
Well, I will go down there and I'll let you know how everything's gonna go.
And if you don't come back in an hour, I'll check up on you.
Not a bad idea. But I doubt something will happen. But hey, that's very
Okay.
nice of you. But
Of course.
I'll be right back. So I start
Very well.
heading my way.
And he waddled away, waddle.
It takes a bit of time. Harmony to situate itself into one of the lower
Levels.
section, yes, of Archive. So you eventually navigate down.
So does anybody
into-
join me, like, when I'm walking by, or is everybody just doing their thing or something? Out of curiosity.
What's everyone else?
Okay, I'm just... everybody's just... Yeah, everybody's still asleep. I guess everybody's just letting this happen. So yeah, I just go down.
You didn't wake anybody else up.
No, you didn't.
True, but I would imagine everybody woke up near my time.
Yeah, I mean, I gave Saren the book, and after that, I make my way to back to my room just to read my current book. So
Um,
Man, making me fall asleep.
Okay.
kind of the only thing I had planned is reading the fucking book.
Read the whole book, but nothing but the book.
So
Ooh, anvil on
yeah,
the
no,
back
I think
door.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go maybe check on the progress of the airship dock.
Okay.
Status of it, I guess.
In the meantime, though, as you're all waking up Anvir, you find the one of the lowermost rooms in the keep. Take the door and open it, and you are very swiftly greeted as a kind of horde of rats move out from the door as it opens, as like a sea of these rats, where you can kind of just very faintly see the tops of their brains.
Right.
Um, and just this sea, and they start to swirl and move around you as you open the door finally.
Mm-hmm. Harmonies, how's it going? It's been so long.
Okay. As you start, that voice pierces your mind, the one of 1,000. Just kind of the echoings. Well, welcome back, back. Um, a few at this point have like kind of grappled onto your leg. A few of the rats,
Right.
while more continue to move at attention.
Just wee. Oh my god. So, Harmonies, I would like to talk to you for a second if you have a moment of your time.
Harmony is a singular word.
Well, I mean,
At this point, as you mentioned that you need their attention, the many rats that have latched onto your legs release, and they swarm back into the room,
That'd be really creepy.
opening the
They all
door.
go wee to boom.
just
Yeah, as you open the door,
seriousness.
they are standing in stock and file, several rows and columns deep in a perfect square, with just a few dangling off on the end, standing at attention.
They
Not
made a footman
saluting,
swear.
I know,
but
but still, just
have now shifted
quick.
to this.
Was there a picture?
That's not a picture.
Oh, I thought you had a picture. You're like going
I
like this.
need to look at Harmony's notes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's been a bit, yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
So awake in the morning.
So they're just
Uh,
sitting there
They,
and they're just
they have
ready to
just
listen.
moved into their formation.
All right. So Harmonies, knowing that, you know, you're here and stuff, I'm actually super happy you're here. But I think with this tower, you know, our area is kind of growing and there's going to be more jobs and stuff. I'm wondering if you are is there anything you think you can do here that can help us out in our little cabode or whatever? I don't know what.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Turns out Harmony's like our expert
I
interior
cannot be
decorator.
persuaded. Do you have cheese?
There's a cat among you.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Mind you, they can control beasts and monsters.
Yeah, they can. So wait, that's a persuasion, right?
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Okay. All right.
Chris has to roll 1,000 fucking.
Yeah, for each rat.
Then I
Damn.
gotta take the average. It's a whole thing.
I
Anyways,
bet.
um,
10.
you hear the psionic voice pierce your head again. We could work, but even we know we must be compensated.
Okay. Uh, what would you like to be compensated for your work?
There's a moment, a pause, as you can almost see the rats look between one another. Their attention then
They don't even
snaps
know.
back to you. Gold.
Okay. Um. Okay. We'll. I'll definitely talk to our team upstairs and see we can arrange that. Out of curiosity, what kind of work would you suggest that you think you'd be good at? You know, if you have any ideas, what kind of work you think you'll be good at?
Hiding human bodies.
That's it's not a bad idea, really.
I'm not wrong. I'm
You're
not
not wrong.
Corpse disposal.
I
Yeah.
can still hear you guys.
Oh, they can
Garbage
clean.
disposal.
They can clean.
What the fuck?
We have many talents.
This is true. I've taught you to sing. By the way, how far have you gone to practicing that harmonies? The whole tower is about to shake from their singing. That'd be so funny.
They, at this point, as you mention it, split their kind of rank and file and move and start to surround you once more in a circular march, constantly moving now. And they begin what can only be described as an ethereal song. Not quite like as you remember, kind of teaching them to sing as a Gensult consciousness of mice
Hmm.
singing, but there's this element of there is like that layer, but they're also humming and giving a psionic entry and another way of perceiving it,
Right.
which is a total mindfuck at this point. You are
Yeah.
both listening to the music and having the music just streamed right to your head. And they move and swirl about in this tumultuous horde, which makes it difficult to keep track of any one rat, and that's likely a part of their performance.
Wow, very nice. I see you've been practicing.
How much psychic damage does he take?
I like to think they haven't been trying to hurt me. Uh, okay. All right. Hmm.
Like, it's a few minutes long, this ethereal performance.
Hmm.
And eventually, when it does come to an end, they stop this showmanship, break apart, and then all. They don't go back to the attention, but they do pull away and into a kind of semicircular gathering around you.
Awesome. That was really remarkable, guys. I loved it. Um. Wow.
Genuinely.
Yeah. Yeah. I was.
Okay.
It was genuine. Um. Wow. You
Deception check.
left me speechless. I'm trying to think what to say here. Give me a moment here.
As you enter this pause and kind of wait a few minutes, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw
Okay.
against Their spell that they cast at will detect thought.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, in my amazement, it's 18.
Yeah, that beats it.
All right.
So you have a feeling there's like you feel the pressure put on
Right.
your thoughts to kind of peer into it as the rats stare at you
Right.
after a moment's pause.
All right. I think I have an idea. So, let me talk to them upstairs about the gold, and I'm gonna ask them. Uh, I'm sorry. Like, I know you said you have many talents, but is there a particular job you'd like to do out of your talents?
Um, at this point, when you do receive the answer, it is not kind of the one uniform voice as before.
Right.
You just helping farming, making stuff, farming, and yeah, they get like
Multiple
every
answers.
answer that you could,
Right.
that it just comes off as nothing, because it's just a
Oh.
stream of consciousness from all of them at once.
All right. Let's have this easier. I'm not gonna lie to all of you. I actually didn't hear anything you said. Maybe like one at a time or
One rat at this
so.
point kind of scurries forward, leaps into the air 1 or 2 feet, curls, and as he falls down from the apex of his jump, you see he leaves behind a subtly glowing white light that illuminates the white chamber, or the chamber around.
Oh.
Another pack of them, about 9 or 10, kind of pull themselves away and give a direct stare at you.
Mhm.
I need to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, of course. 15.
That makes the save.
Wow, I'm barely making it with these saves right now.
But you just hear them go, halt, 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 halt. Most likely not maliciously, but it's very difficult to tell with the rats. But they
Right.
seemingly are trying to convey a few of their talents, mostly, pertaining to the mind.
Right.
Except
Um.
They all want to be therapists.
Right. Here's an idea. How about for those that want to do a certain job, you have a group of that you guys agree with, and then so on and so forth. Make a group of yourselves that want to do a certain job of your talents. Maybe that'll help.
in an instant, Harmony just splits off into probably 6 or 7 different groups
Okay.
of varying different sizes.
Nathan's trying to talk. We can't hear him.
Can't hear anything he says.
I don't know.
I said, now that you have 6 groups, you just have dumb rats.
That's not true. There could be a lot.
They
There's a
get
lot of them.
way dumber when they split.
True, but they're still smart. I mean, there's a lot of them still.
They're smarter than the average rat.
They're the. Did you not hear his description? There's a
Chris, are they
sea
still
of
saying,
them.
are they still in hordes, Chris?
Yeah, there's still a horde.
Okay, yeah, they're still
He
small.
said 1,000 rats divided by 3. That's 333 rats per 3 for one individual of 3, right? So it's splitting those in half into 6s. You're not like 150 rats.
That's still a lot.
170 rats,
That's a
75
lot.
rats per thing.
That's
You
a lot
average
of
all those
rats.
into, yeah, it's
What's
quite a
what's
bit.
the what's Harmony's IQ threshold for division?
You're gonna make you're gonna make Chris do
If
math.
you were to, take the average cranium rat and rank its intelligence on, like, say, 1 to 20, it gets put on the higher end. I believe when we discussed it, it's actually smarter than most of the party when they're all together.
Yep.
So it is true, they do divide their intelligence as they split up. But that is still, even when divided, a pretty good intelligence for a couple rats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, so they form themselves into 6 groups, right?
It's different, and they're of different sizes.
Mm.
Smallest one is about 4 to 5. The biggest one has about 50 to 60.
Oh, I gotta write this
How
down.
smart is the 4 to 5 collection of rats?
It's hard to tell.
At least 10. Which isn't
Which
dumb.
I'm over the age of 21. Ooh, that's really good.
Me too.
I
Mine
just
just looks
wanted
like
to do that when
Yeah,
I was
mine just looks
18.
like soda. You have a nicer glass than I do, though.
I have all those. I
Not
love
you.
getting those like vacation. I know, but I'm saying I love. Oh, fuck! I forgot my phone. I love getting those like Christmas bundles. You
Okay.
get those cool glasses.
So there's 6 groups, right? Just to
Yeah.
because I need to write all this down so that I remember, because this is gonna be a lot of information. So there's gonna be
While
1.
Viking does that, we don't have D&D next week, correct?
The next days that we have set for it, I have put in our file as well as in the chat based on.
No, but because you work
we have
Tuesday
it
next week.
September. The next available days we have is September 15th and 23rd.
Okay. Group 6. How many are there?
Oh, we can't do Wednesday.
He didn't say Wednesday on there on his
Oh.
list of days he put on there, so I'm assuming no.
No.
Unless I
About
missed
50
it.
to 60.
60?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
60
next week
high
we
range.
have.
And just
Okay, we have
go
next
down the
week
line
off,
so
and
that
then
I
it's
can add up the
Thursday,
numbers.
Friday. Okay. Copy that.
Just to
Cool.
Say again?
Or just do it -1.
everybody shut up. So start saying all the numbers down. So like 5 to 1. And I'll just write down from like 5 to 1 now because you already told me the 6th group. So now the 5th group.
Okay, the biggest group has 50 to 60. And then you have about 3 groups that linger about 30 strong.
So
And then 15, and then 6.
so the first group is 6 then.
60.
60.
I mean, I don't know how you're doing 30. I'm just going largest, smallest. Like
Well,
60, 30,
so
30,
like
30.
right now I'm drawing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm like
God,
adding
he's
the
doing
number.
Common Core math.
So 60, 30, 30, 30. And then
And then about 15 to 20, and then 6.
Oh,
That
15.
doesn't make 1,000.
Doesn't need to
I
be
don't know.
1,000.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be 1,000.
I thought those 1,000 rats.
So the third group's 15. The second group is what?
There's about 3 30s.
Does this really matter, guys?
Well,
Yes, this is very valuable.
yes.
There.
60,
60,
30, 30,
30, 15, 6.
Josh.
I have my
Viking,
contacts.
it's not that hard.
Doesn't
I
need
can't
to
see
end
what
up
he
being
wrote.
an exact number.
Alright, there's 3 30 packs.
Okay, okay.
Alright? There's a
30.
15 pack.
30. Oh, wait, that's 330. God, fucking damn it. 15.
Yes, there's
160,
330s.
3
Yeah, but-
30s,
Okay.
115,
Yep.
16.
Okay, okay. We got it. We're good.
160 pack.
Okay, let's move on from here. What does each group want to do? From like the highest to lowest.
From the highest number of them,
Yes.
most of them have an interest in animal husbandry, in working with animals. Following that, you have various different ones in the upkeeps of the keep itself. Anything from stone cutting, wood cutting, the general construction maintenance. split between the
Labor
three.
work.
This is gonna be really interesting convincing a bunch of fucking Kryn don't kill the smart rats that could kill you all in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
The rats will kill you. Do not piss them
No,
off.
there's gonna be signs. There's gonna be signs everywhere.
Rats
Do not
at work.
Rats at work. Do not piss off rats.
Yeah.
Smarter,
Oh my
stronger,
God.
faster,
Number of days
more
without
deadly.
rat-based
Dude,
accidents.
I have an amazing idea. Every single one of them's gonna have like a headpiece on them, like the labor rats are gonna have like a hard hat, and the fucking animal rats are gonna. Listen, I gave them ribbons. They're gonna evolve.
You just have 'em
Yeah,
different
they
colored
have evolved in a
ribbons.
lot of ways since you've last spoken to
Did
them.
you
I
get
believe-
more? Did we get more rats, by the way, Chris?
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
More rats joined them.
And you know
There's-
how rats produce. They fuck
They
like
love
rats.
each other very much.
I think they have a gestation period of like 100 days or something like that. Let me take another look at this.
We're gonna have an arm. We could kill the Empire with our rats.
But we could also flourish with like less work for
Kill
people.
the Empire. Kill the Empire.
But let's
The
work on
duality.
ourselves.
Kill the
You
Empire.
are not.
Be
You
greater
are
than
not
the
the
weapon
boss.
they were made to be, or turn
I
them into a
was-
weapon against their former master.
That's
But
a
they could
lot
do
faster
great
than I
things
thought it
without
was.
war.
I was about 4 times over with my 100-day gestation period. It's about 20 to 23 days they are pregnant. That's crazy, by the way, from a single cell to an actual organism, say about yay big,
Yeah.
or yay big. But
Will,
like,
we can't. I can't see your camera. Do you have your camera on?
Yeah, just refresh your.
Yeah, just refresh your thing.
I'm just like,
I
I'm
disabled
like,
his camera. That's weird.
I'm like, I've been
If
looking
someone
at
turns
myself.
on their camera,
Gotta refresh it.
The screen is
Why
like
was Stormers disabled too? That's really weird.
Honestly, Discord's
He's
fucking
not
weird.
even there.
I think someone that works at Discord has like pleasure in going into people's channels and like disabling things. Because like I've had it
Fuck
multiple
you.
times.
Fuck you. I'm like, why did I disable your camera, Will?
Like
All right.
somebody that's making a lot of money but hates their job, they're like,
All right, let's move on here because we're losing track.
we-
What's the third one?
For the sake of brevity,
Okay.
you go over the many jobs that the rats want to do, and you speak with Marion about it.
Oh, you're gonna
Thank
fast
you.
forward this? Oh, fine.
Yes, I'm gonna
Yes.
fast forward
Yes.
this.
It's already 7:15.
All right, fine. It's only
Friday,
been
though, we're
30
fine.
minutes. 30
Friday,
minutes.
it's Friday.
Friday, that's
midnight.
true. It's Friday and I have no girlfriend this weekend.
Hey,
Wow.
fellas.
Yeah, we
Welcome to the
single.
Welcome to
My
the club.
girlfriend's back Sunday.
Welcome to the club.
Must
Wait,
be
she
nice.
comes.
Back
She
forever
comes back
Sunday.
next Sunday.
No, this Sunday. She's back this
Oh.
Sunday.
Oh, you're
She's
not
back
single
Sunday.
all weekend. You liar.
Forever. Just that little stab to Will.
She's taking a
Forever
week-long break
stab.
from you.
So what's the results with Marion's results?
I
She's not
definitely
boyfriend.
help talk with the Kryn and be like, all right, everyone, I want you all to understand there are going to be rats running around. Don't fuck with
Also,
the rats.
I make
They
a
will.
special.
Kill you, eat you, and shit you out for fertilizer, and they
Could
could
be
kill
farm.
everyone here.
You should specify that they're rats with like a clear dome to their brain.
No. They've gotten no.
No,
Only the original ones would have the clear dome. The
Right?
next generation would not have a clear dome, would they, Chris?
They do have the clear dome.
No. But the offspring of the ones
Yeah.
with the clear dome, they have a
Yeah.
clear dome too.
Dude, they're like genius
So
rats.
they're cranium rats, so they don't.
Nathan, this is fantasy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
This
flavor.
is fantasy.
It's just flavor. This is not real life.
You gotta remind
I'm
him.
like, what?
Yeah. Cranium rats are already in the book.
Okay. But yeah, I tell
Anyway,
everyone, and make
I
it
put in an
very
offer.
clear to all of the sergeants: do not let anyone fuck with a rat, because the rat will kill everyone here.
I will
Don't let
happily
the rats
mention
know
that.
The rats start fucking with people.
But
Well,
I
I
also
think
suggest that we put like hats on them or something that makes it obvious that they work with us instead of just your typical rat. Just
Yeah, hide their cranium.
Do you have 1,000
they're
fucking
right.
hats this big?
we can make them. We have the people.
No.
We have the
Crazy thing is
crafts.
just that you
We
wanna
have the
get all this
crafts.
money and people, and
Anyway.
you want to make hats. You want to make hats.
Moving
Hey,
on from
we
the
got
rats.
thousands of workers. Thousands.
The first task for the rats is to make their own clothes. Following that, they will go about the various tasks.
Wonderful.
Interestingly enough, they
That's
might
all
make
I
it
want.
faster than anyone else here, based on their intelligence.
Yeah, if you need to ask a question about something, they probably know.
And so you walk away, dusting your hands off, knowing you just signed a labor contract between the Kryn dynasty and a pack of rats.
Do they get paid?
Pack of
Yeah, they want gold.
What are
It's fine.
rats
The
gonna
Kryn
do
can
with-
pay for them too.
What
You,
are
man.
rats gonna do with gold?
That's up
I-
to them, man.
Yeah, I
Maybe
didn't
they're
ask.
like mini dragons. They just want to like sit on it.
If I
Yeah.
see a part of Harmony, I'll be like, hey Harmony, what are you gonna do with the money?
Usually
your
when you
keep.
encounter, they're usually going 4 to 5 to 6 of them at a time, going anywhere. The pack that is like the 6 strong, the smallest one, you note that they go around and they are doing that curl and creating bursts of light into certain lanterns throughout the area to keep it lit.
So cool.
Have magic rats?
That's right.
They're able to shed, create sparks of light.
I mean, they've also been able to, read thoughts or detect thought. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know why the making light is more impressive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they turn into
But everything's
lanterns.
psionic, and then suddenly light.
Light.
Like if
So
they
speaking
fired a
rats can make
fireball,
light.
can they use fireball?
We have our own siege rats.
That's right. We got defense.
I say again, let's wait till they gestate for another 6 months, and we'll take over the empire.
We might have a rat problem at that point.
Yeah, we
Like,
might have to
Round
start killing
and round.
rats.
It's like if you were to have a mole of voles on the world, the mole of voles would be out
Yes.
larger than the actual atmosphere,
Yeah.
and we'd be drowning in voles because of how many voles that is, and it would take a measly month to do so. A reproduction rate and no death.
What is this about?
I
It was
don't
a
even
science
know.
problem.
A mole,
So
a
a
mole,
of-
which is a measurement of a thing. If you have a mole of voles, which is like a small mouse,
0.023 times 10 to the negative 20 or times 10 to the 23rd
yeah,
of voles, which are like a
little
rat.
mice, little guys. They're
And
like,
if you were to
they're
have
like
that
hey,
many
big.
of a rat, it would basically be so massive, it would fill any canyon, anything deep and large enough in the world, to the point where we'd have a world made of voles.
Yeah, yeah.
Rat world.
lot.
You would live on a land of voles. Yeah.
Next
Okay.
campaign environment.
Putting
No,
that
no,
on
it's
my
campaign
notes.
2. We'll have
They
a mole
fell
of,
into a void, which was a planet of vole.
it would be a campaign 2 where we're living on a mole of cranium rats.
All started right here.
Started
It's
here
the
thanks
worst
to
that can happen, they said.
in the
Of
history
a
books.
fucking hyper intelligent planet of rats.
All
The
because of
point where they
anime.
actually left Earth and made their own planet of anyway.
They've made their own little rocky ship.
I would like to cram 14 hours of reading this fucking book today. It's very doable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you got a self-help book and I got like
Sure.
a textbook.
Anything. So are you guys staying at the keep?
Suppose so.
Weren't we due back in like a day or so?
Do
I
back.
And
guess.
we
To
still
go
have
back to
like
the.
those cities that we need to go
Roshona.
and check.
Oh.
You know where our airship is at?
And our mission.
I can't talk. I'm not there. Fucking reading.
That's right.
Nerd.
Fucking nerd over
We
here.
kind of took the captain with us,
Yeah, we did.
so left the crew over there too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Captain.
And we have those 3 towns we
Luck.
gotta go to.
Yeah.
So once
Just-
we've done all that, Chris, is there anything else, gentlemen, we need to do here?
Mm.
I think I'm making more gunpowder after the book. Or at least I'm just grabbing my sulfur.
Anything here that we need to do?
I don't think so. I think we're good to go. I'm linked. to hear now. So
I'll talk to Marion and ask him about is everything good at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Despite my incredible work ethic combined with the stress of now managing all of this, I am quite fine.
Okay.
The
Well, that's
airship dock has finished construction, at least to moor 5 vessels onto it.
Hmm.
And following that, we have plans to construct the rest of the keep following. Improvements to security and dwellings and estates and the tower, everything should be renovated by about month's end.
all right. That's good.
So did we decide if we were staying here for the night or if we're gonna head back?
I
We
think
already stayed
we're
for
good
the
to
night.
head. I mean, I think we're good to head back. I don't think
Yeah.
we need to stay again.
Yeah, I agree.
Does Death Ward wear off after a long rest?
8 hours.
Okay, I'll include
Yeah.
it.
No one has death ward.
Okay, well, let's head back then.
Now that is a miniature dog.
Maybe it's a normal sized dog.
Is it?
It's just
Is it
fucking
really?
I'm
massive.
just
Looks
really
pretty-
big. Yeah.
Looks pretty normal to
Um,
me.
Looks pretty normal to me.
Alrighty, then with. Alright, so I'll put 14 hours into the book. Alright, I'll put you down. 14 hours in the book. Did you want to cast the cast it tonight? All
Sure.
right, you'll cast it. Hour in. Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Wait, are we done with the books after
No.
that? Okay.
We were currently, if you put 14 hours in the book like I did, we were currently at 34 hours, and we still have another 14 to go.
I'm surrounded by nerds.
Yeah.
You're gonna say that
Taking
now.
Just finished.
one more.
Another 14-hour day. Oh, dude, it's
Have
worst part
you
is
guys seen Harbinger and Reinhardt recently?
worst part is we're gonna be going on day 4 of 6 we have to complete it by.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Day
I
4?
haven't seen you come out of your
Yeah.
room for days.
Because the first day we did 8, the second day we did 12.
Oh, you did
this
8.
day we did 14.
You
And
guys
we
have
have to-
done the same amount.
Yeah,
You guys
and we
have
have
to.
Okay.
You
we
guys
have
are
to
talking about
complete it
reading
by
the book.
Keep it.
yeah, we have
Yeah.
to complete it by 6 days or else it
Everyone on the
restarts.
shadow bus.
Um, It's 6 days to read 48 hours. Or it's 6 days of reading. Let me double check. You
48
spend
hours.
48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer. 48 hours. So in 6 days. So it's you can
Okay.
cram 2 full days of not sleeping and taking exhaustion points, but I don't want to do it to you guys
It's
in
yeah.
case something comes up. But
It's 12 hours a day that you have to do it.
that's
it's
still a fucking lot.
All you're doing.
Exactly. That's why I was doing the 14. So we can do another 14 and finish it.
Armored
Hopefully.
brain has like a little bit of brain melt right now.
You're telling me, dude, I don't fucking read.
He said, I can't read.
I'm reading an imaginative world right now, and it sucks.
The last book I read, I crossed out something on it and put my own information in it. Sarah will find that one out.
Wow.
Because I gave him the book I crossed out the stuff on.
Cross out the whole thing, like, useless now.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. It's destroyed. So I crossed it out, and then I wrote in my own information regarding what the next weapon was.
The BDP what a book does.
So at night, unless anyone has anything else to do, you all pack up and head back to Sona.
I mentioned to Marian before we leave. So like I said before, I left a sending stone, and a note in Racina's room. If something were to happen, if you need to get into contact with us right away, you're more than welcome to use the stone. Or if something were to happen with her, more than welcome to use the stone. Um, and if she were for whatever reason to be unalived, the stone is yours.
I'll pass that along to her.
It's only attached to me. But yeah. Don't pass that part on. But yeah, go on. Yeah, she's
Of course. Yes.
the unalive part and all that.
That's all. Then you gather up in front of the keep to prepare for the shadow walk back to Rasona and where the wizard's claw is currently moored.
There's two people slowly walking because they're reading.
Pretty much.
As the shadow walks, actually you all have to gather up, and in stark contrast, the shadowy grasp of the other one. This one, while still darker, almost appears like a burst of flame reach out and then
Oh,
Oh, okay.
you begin the shadow walk. Just the reverse path,
Zooming.
same one you made before. Yeah.
We have the zoomies.
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 And after 10 minutes or an hour?
An hour.
hour.
Hour of
Yeah,
travel.
I wish it was 10 minutes.
I know.
Just you all reemerge standing on the deck of the Wyvern's Claw.
Huh.
Kind of handy.
Alrighty.
Pretty useful.
Alrighty.
You see, as you kind of appear here, it's still docked, no longer moored and attached. It seems they've taken care of that, and it's just free floating.
Very nice.
Fenbach the Goblin was just kind of mind own busy. All appeared, turns back, and just turns back to what they were working on, following that.
Like, oh, they're back. Okay.
Oh,
Anyways.
Captain's back. Hmm.
Alright.
Hide the poker table.
The table.
Gotta hide
You see,
it.
you see Tanhawk walking around with the captain's hat. She ain't come back. Oh shit.
They were throwing a party and you weren't invited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What time of day is it right now, Chris?
It's night still. It's very night.
I'm gonna suck the
Yeah,
thing.
it was night when you left, so it is middle of the night, almost on when you arrive back in Rasona.
Sure the sun doesn't go from west to east?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, in darkness.
Ooh, Chris, can you change the map thingy to bopper? Or at least to the map. To the map.
To big map or to Rashona map?
Big map.
Cabin.
There's
Big
no
map.
point in being in Rasona map.
Yeah,
It's big map.
literally. It's
But I'm pretty
big map.
sure, based on our current objectives, unless we have something in Rasona to grab, we're gonna be heading out. If I'm correct.
Where
I
are we
think.
heading
Wait, don't we have
first?
to hand back the tomes
Or-
within the 6 days? And Saren's armor,
No,
I
you don't
know.
need to hand it back within 6
I
days.
can't leave until I have my armor.
Right. Okay, so we have a couple days then.
Hey,
Yeah.
actually,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How
I'm
long
gonna
did
go
they
see
say
a
it was gonna be
ringsmith.
for the armor?
So
It was a week, right? And then you
a
had to be
week
there.
total, and I have to be there for the end.
So we've only been gone like a day and a half
Wow.
since we've talked to
A
him.
day. Starting this, it's been
So it's
4
like-
days, so you need 3 more days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Reinhardt.
If you want to wait here, that is. You just know that you do have a time limit when these are to be completed by, presumably by before the dual eclipse happens.
Yeah, but I still have to wait for.
Yeah.
I can't leave my current armor.
Time-wise, we can go to Charis first,
Yeah.
since
Ooh.
Could I'd be
since me and you
pushing
have
it.
been to the ruins of Draconia.
Oh, could you just bop
Actually,
and then
Yeah,
bippity bop
we
over
can.
there?
Since we have knowledge of that location, this comes also another thing of him and I having to actually like know
Think
where
about
we've
where
been.
we've been.
Yeah, we can basically just teleport us. However, we'd be without a ship But
True.
we can go to the Ruins of Draconia, which should only be about like a day's journey to Karis, if that.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
And then I
I
can
want
just
to-
TPS back through the
I want
circle.
to cast Sending to Ingrid and check on her. Because last
Mordecai,
time
call.
I checked, she was very busy.
It's awesome having fast travel now.
Right? And Mordecai, call.
So do I blink or
Oh,
whatever?
I think they were planning, so let's
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we
tell
did.
them
Um,
planning finished first.
Okay, then with that, I'd really like to finish this book first and the armor so we can just get that taken care of.
Oh
to
yeah,
be honest.
I'm just saying
Um,
that we can do Chars first because that'll be the closest
Okay.
one.
I honestly figured we could. I was just gonna say we can airship it and just do an L and then make our way back to Roshona.
So Reinhardt, how long do you have until your?
I just need another day of no conflict
So one more day.
for me to be
So
finished.
yeah,
And I
so you
think
have one
Harbinger.
day, one full day, and then we'll have 2 days, or is it 2 days after that, Chris? Or on the third day, I need to be there for my armor.
On the third day. Or
Okay,
any
so I
day
need to-
after. You don't need to be there.
I'll be there on the third day.
Yeah.
That way we can finish it. Then.
No, we can
so,
just
yeah.
if we want to just
So
fast travel
it
to that
basically
day.
gives us Reinhardt 2 days.
Okay.
2 days after you finish your thing. I think that should be fine. Because then
Alright.
I'll have my armor and I'll be a lot more content with where I am.
Same with the half hour to finish the book, and I feel like Harbinger would be the same way, same boat. So same airship. But do you guys have anything else regarding y'all need to do for the next 2 to 3 days?
Just to those three
Ingrid,
cities.
do you have anything else besides Ingrid?
I don't know. I might need to go shopping.
The 3 cities. How about you, Savari, Torn?
Just waiting to get to the three cities.
Got it. Savari, anything planned? Anything you need to do? Anything you want to do? I have a Kryn card worth like 925 gold on it.
Kryn card. The
Yeah,
only
Kryn
card you
card.
need.
A Kryndit card?
Kryn
IOU card.
No, I think I'm just
Fucking
going
froze.
to.
Okay.
Keeps freezing.
Fucking hate my connection.
It's that good Canadian connection.
I think I'm just going to. Yeah, no, there's not much for Savari to be doing, other than maybe like double checking the cargo and the crew.
Alright. Alright, so it's just Anavir, and I don't think we have anything else going on the next 3 days except for reading, and 3 of us basically reading.
Ooh,
If Saren reads his book.
I do have a goal.
Yeah.
Yes. So, you think this place has a very expensive auction place?
Oh,
Do they
I
have a
could be
dagger?
practicing my frickin' crossbow. That's what I'll do.
So,
What about your crossbow are you practicing?
Getting the crossbow expert feat.
Okay. Please let me know what the feat is. If you're working.
Yes, everyone else that's not currently reading a book for their main thing, you guys have a feat set? Annie, Sari, Tori,
giving us nicknames already, huh?
all female names, yes.
Man, I don't even want to know.
I think I'm gonna go with Sarah instead of Sari. Sorry, Sarah sounds better. Sounds white.
I need to look at our last conversation actually for that.
Last conversation.
Our conversation.
I believe the last conversation was not now, too busy.
I doubt that.
Essentially.
I don't know why I scrolled so far up. It was for something. Oh, that's right, for your 3D print character.
That's
I actually scrolled all the way back too.
Uh,
I think we discussed meta magic adapt.
Adept, yeah. I think that's what we discussed. If you mentioned that prior,
Right.
let me look at what you and I mentioned. So I
Fighting
mentioned that
initiative
one.
and defense.
Yeah.
If I go to
that's
bars and start fights, can I get a tavern brawler feat?
Wow.
right away.
Yeah, I mean, if
Um,
you want to jumpstart it and then try and learn after
I'm
that.
just looking at it like,
yeah, I mentioned meta magic adept.
Yeah.
It was either that one or fighting initiative, with giving you a +1 to AC. That wouldn't be so bad, especially since where you're at with what you want to do with your current setup.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I gotta
and
read
you already
both
have
of
tough,
those. I do have
so
tough, so it would.
you could also go with sentinel. That'd be not too bad. Um, with your setup.
Sentinel. I just
Were
saw
you
it
not
too.
able to decide what you wanted to do for your upgrade?
No, not for that. Well,
Prefer feet to train.
yeah.
If you go with the fighting initiate with the defense, I can train you on that. Um, Meta magic, I can't train you. I don't think anyone else here can train you except for your mom.
I mean,
Yeah,
meta
that's
magic
true.
he can train himself on, can't he, Chris? Because he's a sorcerer.
Yeah, I'd say trying to expand upon that, being a sorcerer himself, he can.
Would that be
Yeah.
a faster train time?
No, it just lets him
No.
train.
Mm,
Okay.
The fact
That'd,
he can train is nice.
that'd be the
yeah.
same with
Being able to train is very nice.
Horn and I for Eldritch Invocation or Eldritch Adept. If you
Yeah.
wanted to go that route, which I don't think I'm going to.
Ooh, that actually Sentinel would actually be really nice, actually.
Sentinel is a great ability.
It is pretty good. But it requires you to be frontline.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you're not, you're not using it.
Mm-hmm.
can I start training with my halberd so I can actually get proficiency in it?
Yes.
Sentinel. Well, Meta Magic. I seen that one. What was the other one that you could train
Fighting
me?
initiate.
Fighting initiate defense, right?
Yes, I would give you a +1 to your AC, and that's about it. Kind of minor and minute, but at the same time, it's a +1 to your
It's
AC.
useful. Yeah.
And at almost every time, if you're going to go with that frontline route, it'll be useful, unless you're going to hit with magic
Yeah, that's true too.
or spells. I mean, but yeah. All right. While you decide on that, what
Yeah.
do you say to Ingrid?
Oh yeah, that's very important.
That's moving on with the story. While you can
Yes.
just be like, hey, I trained on this for the past 5 days.
Yeah. Um, hey, is everything all right? You sounded busy. Um, let me know if everything is all right. And that's the end of the message
You're at
without.
16 words.
That's fine.
Okay, you didn't even
The
mention
po-
Mordecai, whatever.
Message. The message comes back to you. Just busy. A lot to do around here, and I'm the only one that can get it done. It's strange trying to speak so shortly to someone else. And it got there.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Well, it's good to hear.
Is it though?
Well, she's doing fine, so that's all that matters. All right, so my scheme plan, right? Hear me out.
Yes.
You remember that I have the deck of many things, right?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We
I-
pulled cards.
Campaign ender. Campaign ender.
Campaign. Chris is like, please don't. Please leave those
My
alone.
coworker wants me to pull one.
No. So I was
My co-
thinking.
Alright.
I was thinking, right? This town. So Chris, would you say this town definitely is on the like? It would have like. Trying to word this out. It has like good riches. Like it, they have like auctions that I would probably guess that they would pay a very high price around, perhaps. Like if I would put like deck of many things in an auction, I would be pretty confident I would get more than my money back, if not way more than that, because it's actually a full set.
-1.
Oh yeah, -1. That's right. You're right.
You draw.
Can't call it a full set anymore.
I
Almost
think
full
as
set.
soon as you take one out, it becomes a deck of
Several things.
A deck of much less things.
Much
yeah,
less
a deck
things.
of not everything.
But that
Almost.
doesn't.
The deck,
deck
of
of-
most things.
A deck of less.
The deck of less.
Deck of less, but not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that current
Deck of-
person isn't there, so it
you
could probably
really
be better.
don't need more.
It's a long name.
It's a
A
long.
deck
put a
of,
deck-
you really don't need more.
But
So from the deck of many things, you have to pull from the top, right?
You could pull it
Anywhere?
probably only from the top. I believe you can pull anywhere.
I so want to pull him, but at the same time, I like my character.
So if you put the deck of many things on a glass table, and then you go underneath
Damn
the glass
it!
table, look,
Guys, I just
Look at
realized
the
something. We
card.
should have Wolfgang pull it. We should.
We didn't know he was dying.
That's true, but.
Or Mordecai.
Or well, yeah. I mean, I
Mordecai's
would.
not here though.
That's true. I would have loved Mordecai to
I
pull one.
mean,
Wow, you don't like Mordecai?
He's good. Don't get me wrong. Just give Mordecai shit.
Didn't even call him.
Yeah, you can draw from anywhere.
Oh, okay.
even drop from the bottom.
Yeah.
So if you put it on a glass table and you look underneath the glass table, does that count as drawing a card?
You have no clue.
Hmm.
I'm not the DM. I have no experience with the deck of many things, or the deck of less things. However, I feel like they're going to be the same top and bottom. You're not going to see anything until the card is pulled, and then it apparates to what is pulled. That's what I
Like-
want to say on how this magical item works, based on what I think how it works, or else that would be broken as shit, and you'd have a
Mhm.
lot richer people in the world.
True.
Maybe just no one thought of it.
But
Maybe not.
my question still stands.
I don't think you have to follow through if you were to put the deck out on the table.
what if you accidentally
So-
drop the deck? Does that count as pulling a card?
Everywhere.
Oh no!
Some guy's like, oh,
Just-
here, let me help you.
just
and he
a
pulls
nuke.
up the void card.
He's
It's
gone.
sucked up. Oh!
Oh, he's gone. Well,
The
thank God I
guard
don't have to
see
take that card now.
No, the guard sees it. What did you do to that man? I don't know.
It was
The
death.
card grabs the
Instant.
card, pulls out the crystalline card where you get sent into a crystal. Your soul gets put into a crystal.
Well, shit.
You just. I'm not doing.
I didn't do it.
Oh, it's the fucking Rick and Morty where they're in the car and the car's just killing people and they're like.
Just stifled on the wheel.
I remember the Critical Role one where they had someone draw the card and he got 3 wishes and suddenly became the richest man ever. And he's just like, oh, me.
Good
Yeah.
for me. Oh my god. Anyway, do I have any idea that the city is well packed with money, and I know I'd probably get more than my fair share with this?
I mean, just like really your only exposure to the larger cities are Rexington, which is the largest city within the continent,
Right.
and others. There's a lot. There's nobility, and then there's What else? The merchant cast. There's travelers, but that's kind of a limited amount of people travel to Rasona. So
Right.
it's mainly nobility and the like.
Do we know anything about the deck of many things?
One card is pulled.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's about it, I think, as
I
far
mean,
as
that's
what we know.
yeah. I use
Like, do we
identify
actually
on
know?
it.
Like, did we pull the card though?
No,
No, we never
It
did.
So
was
we don't know what card was pulled.
because he
Correct.
bought it thinking it was the deck of lesser things,
Mhm.
or whatever the secondary deck is.
Yeah.
And then later on we found out that it's the deck of many things minus one card.
Yep.
Okay.
So
do
we
know
have
what
no
card was
idea what that
pulled?
one is. However,
Oh.
based on my knowledge as not Reinhardt from looking at the deck of many things,
Yeah.
it has to be something that got rid of that person.
It has to be.
Because why else would you get rid of it if it was a good thing?
Yeah.
Like,
it
right?
has to be. It has
So-
to be a bad thing.
It had to be
that
like the
killed
Void
him.
one. It had to be the one in the Crystal Spire. It had to be the one where it has the death
This-
avatar after him and killed him. Something like
the
that.
Satan
Where it
one
was,
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the
That's a
Satan.
demon hates you.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
follows
Or-
you until one of you two die, kind of
Yep.
thing.
Which isn't that.
That's not that
like,
bad. The
it's
death
not
avatar
terrible.
isn't that bad either.
It's not that bad because it's not that strong actually.
However,
Yeah.
if you're like a level 1 NPC,
Oh,
you don't
you're
know.
fucked.
You're
Yeah,
fucked.
you would
You
have
don't
been
know.
screwed.
And
I'd
so,
honestly, I'd prefer the death one over Void.
yeah, I prefer the death one, the demon one.
Because the death one is it's a 1-on-1 fight, and if you try and fight, you get your own death. That's
Mhm.
how
Yeah,
that works.
I could take
That's how
someone
the
on
death
half
works.
my ability.
Yeah, he's not as strong. He's not that
The only
strong.
thing that's great is
Viking
they have
would
like an
have some
AC of
problem.
19 or 20.
I'd be fine. I wouldn't care.
But
I mean,
Anyway.
every single So
Back-
is Anavir gonna pull a card? Does Anavir
No.
know he shouldn't pull a
Anavir
card?
wants to sell it.
Oh, I want to sell it.
Anavir wants to sell it.
Now that we're not being tracked, we could head back to Rexingtrum overnight and try and sell it there.
It's not a bad idea.
If you'd be interested in that idea while the rest of us wait here. Just an idea.
I'm not against it. We have time to kill.
And
And
as far as we know, we're not being tracked anymore.
yeah,
That's good.
I still am worried though.
Oh
about
no,
going
we're gonna
into
be
the
on edge
Empire.
the entire time.
Oh
However,
yes.
I don't think going to the Empire for at least a couple weeks is a good idea.
Hey, if you're okay with hanging on to it for a couple weeks,
It would be
do
nice
that
to make
too.
that money.
I mean, we don't know what it does. You just know it's a deck of cards.
Yeah,
That do
a very
insane
expensive card.
things. Yes.
True. I mean, maybe it gives you money. Why don't you pull a card?
No.
You bought this set on Amazon, dude. Come on.
I mean, to be 100%
I
honest,
did.
Saren doesn't fucking know what the cards do. He's like, why don't we play a game of cards?
But I don't want my character to die.
Do you have any jokers? Go fish.
Yeah.
I got a
Goldfish.
Void, I got a Demons and Devil card. What do you got?
Where's my deck of mini
It's
things?
I feel like-
it's like Yu-Gi-Oh.
The
You've
worst game of
activated my
poker.
trap card.
You
I
hand out
felt
all
like
these
there was
cards or-
some not questioning, but like obviously like legal obligation when
Technically,
you
the
bought
deck of many things is a magical
deck. It's a legendary
deck.
deck.
Can you
Hey,
counterspell
Annabelle,
it?
Have you
Can you
tried?
counterspell it?
Annabelle, have you tried Identify on it?
I did. That's why we
I
know.
think that's how we found out
Yeah,
it was missing
there was
one.
one
Right
card.
back.
Yeah, that we're missing
it-
one card. That's how we knew. God damn it.
I mean, it's just a deck of cards. Are we not able to see what's in it? I mean,
Anavir had the
legitimately,
idea of the
my
glass
character
table.
doesn't know what
And
it is.
Torn.
There it is.
Torn had the idea of the glass table.
What about the
What
glass
was the
seal?
idea?
What
Yeah,
if Harbinger with 2 G's pulled it with his mage hand?
I don't know.
Wait, sorry, recap.
We're
for
talking
me,
about the
please.
deck of many things minus one card right now, the deck of lesser things.
Okay, that's still me
The
pulling it.
backup-
Though.
The deck of very slightly less things.
Deck of minus one things.
Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna
That's what
be
we're doing. I'm sorry,
such-
guys.
I really don't want to pull a card, but it would be entertaining.
I want you to pull. I want
For
someone
the
to pull. I want to
content!
pull. I want to pull one too, but at the same time, I need to wait for Chris to get back to pull it though.
Pull one, man.
But I don't want to die.
Yeah, me
Okay,
either.
Like-
Does Reinhardt know that? I mean, bro, at some
He
point
doesn't.
we...
I know.
I'm
I
not
know.
talking as Savari here, but why don't you tell Savari, hey, go get someone to pull a card.
Yeah, one of the crew members.
We don't. The crew members
then
isn't bad, but some of the
use-
cards are really good only if you are the one who pulled them.
I'll pull a card.
Oh, he spoke before I did.
No.
Damn it.
I have an idea.
We're literally
As
doing your
Harbinger's
story right
reading
now.
up his reading. Should we just have the familiar do it? Who would you mind?
That still counts as you pulling it.
That's true,
It does?
because
I don't
it's
think
your
so.
familiar.
It depends. Is the
It's a different
familiar a
creature.
sentient being,
Yep.
or is it an
It's a fey
independent
spirit.
being? Then no.
That's just
it's no. A
contracted.
fey spirit is connected to you. You are the one controlling it. Your dragon, though, is its own being.
Yeah, give Flappy to pull a
Yeah,
card.
get Flappy to pull it.
Flappy is
Flappy
his own being. He is allowed to make
He
his
is-
own choices.
Out of
Flappy
character,
picks 5 cards.
there is a card that gets rid of all of your magical items.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
I'm
of them.
very aware. All
Or
of them.
avoid.
And honestly, that's like a scary one for me.
The scary one is not the magical items. It's the one that gets rid of everything but your magical items.
Everything but your magical items? I don't care about that.
You do if you have a lot of other things that aren't magical.
Most of my stuff that I have is all magical. Oh, you get rid of my helmet? Okay. You get rid of my healer's kit? Okay. You get rid of my lasso and my robes? Fine. Oh no, the eye. Oh no, the eye is magical. Never mind.
So let's see. We have
No.
Alright. I'll pull one.
Harbinger's
I'll do
reading.
it.
there's balance, which is dumb. It changes your alignment.
Yeah. God forbid I
Comment.
get that one.
I'm
If you
also worried about the one
single-handedly
where you
defeat
pull
the
two.
next comment. If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Otherwise, this card has no effect. See, that's the thing, though. It
We're
doesn't
not-
make sense unless we're the ones pulling it.
Yeah.
When Chris is get back, I'll pull it.
Joe,
You know, I
Joe,
think it
Joe,
would be. I think
you
it'd be fair.
disappear and
Oh,
become
shit.
entombed in a state of suspended animation.
I think it would be fair if I were to pull
Isn't that
it.
what the one that Grog pulled?
No,
that's
people
void.
void.
That's
Yeah.
a void.
Oh.
So, all right. So I have to. All right. So
So-
how should I do this, Chris? Because I feel like I should randomly rearrange them. Because I have actually I should probably show on the table or whatever.
Are you actually gonna pull a card?
Yep.
Reinhardt wants to.
Guys,
He-
there's a card
he
that
got
you
up
have
as you
a
were sitting down.
-2 penalty on saving throws. And only a god or the Fates card can end it.
Just keep pulling to get the Fates card.
Alright, Chris. I am pulling a card.
No, I'm pulling a card first.
Fuck!
I bought it.
It
Yeah.
pulls void and you lose the entire deck.
Yeah, the
So-
devil, a powerful devil becomes your enemy. The devil seeks your ruin and plagues your
Well,
life.
I'm not
Say-
gonna pull it then after him.
Fool, you lose 10,000
Fool.
experience. Discard this card. Draw
Yes.
from the deck again.
Yeah. that's
Counting
one.
both draws as 1. If losing that much experience would cause you to lose a level. Okay, the fool doesn't do anything to us because we don't level up. We don't level up the same.
We
do
can just drop a
milestone.
level.
What it does is it takes you to the beginning of your level. It literally says you do not lose a level. You
We can
lose
level
10,000 experience points. Discard this card. Blah. If losing that much experience would cause you to lose a level, you instead lose an amount that leaves you just enough XP to keep your level. So it would do nothing to us but force us to draw again.
It's
So we
also
have a
DM
safe-
discretion.
So am I just randomly putting down a card to the side
The
because
card?
Did you shuffle?
yes, they've been
Yeah. And any card that pretty much will just ignore any card that isn't a 2 or any of the face cards and the ace.
No, he has a real deck, Chris.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
a
he
real
has
deck right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, any card. I know what card it is that
Oh,
can't be drawn.
Oh god.
Hold on, I need some alcohol. Hold on.
Same.
Man, this is gonna be rough.
Oh, my
Everyone's drinking.
God.
I like
Wait,
you guys get
wait,
here and just get this
Wait
grand
1
quest
second. I
ended.
do need something because this is
Well,
gonna be way too rough.
one last hoorah.
Yep.
Dude, that's why I went and got more, because I was like, I'm going to
Okay,
pull a
okay,
card.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If Viking dies, I'm done for today. If
I'm
Viking
not.
if Viking ceases to be here, I'm probably gonna have to take a mental break.
We're not done.
No, it's just we're reading. Oh, someone can't make it next week. Okay, I'm reading.
Are we all gathered together?
Yes.
Being
Yeah,
We just got
because we were
we
talking
just got
about
back from shadow
deck.
walking, and we're talking about what we're doing next. And we
I'm
realized, oh, we still
gonna
have this
slow
deck.
down a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna step back just a little bit, just in case.
It can't affect
Make
us.
sure
Alright,
my crew
It
I
is
got
cannot
my-
out of the
affect us.
way.
Only thing that can affect us is that he gets the one that's like, he
Death.
gets wish. He gets the one that allows him to get like multiple
What?
gems worth.
He definitely. Oh my god! It's all forms of wealth are gone. Portable
it's-
property, businesses, buildings,
Let's
the land we
go.
own are lost in a way that alters reality at itself.
That would be very bad for Savari if they drew that card. Area.
Uh,
Uh,
Would that affect the keep? Would that affect
No,
the
no,
keep?
because we all own the keep. We all own the keep. He
That's
cannot.
Technically, Savari doesn't own the keep. It's
No,
Wolfgang
no,
that owns.
But Anavir only owns a part of the keep. Like he is an equal partner. So reality
So-
itself would change that we never gave him any part of it.
Or
So he'd be like Savari.
or a sixth of the keep is gone.
DM's discretion.
The skull is the one that I honestly would prefer.
Josh, hurry up! I'm shaking.
I
here.
might prefer if you. Yeah, I might actually prefer if he got void because I can actually do something about that later on.
You say that
Counterspell,
now.
counterspell, counterspell.
DM's discretion.
Okay, every magic item you wear or carry disintegrates.
Yep.
Artifacts in your possession aren't destroyed but do vanish.
Yep. I mean,
That
would mean
Okay,
I wouldn't.
is the
My armor
worst.
and sword would be disappeared.
Not sponsored.
Everything else
I,
would be gone.
I think that is the only.
His Ioun stone probably is like the biggest thing.
If I were to
I
finish
think-
the book, I'd be okay.
I
Chris,
think that is
Chris, do you think we're actually gonna pull a
only-
card today?
I think you guys are gonna talk yourselves out of it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do
No
it. He has
balls.
the camera set and the drink
No,
ready.
I'm doing
Honestly,
it. I got a drink.
only-
I'm ready.
Only
Okay.
talents, in my opinion, only talents we can't come back from.
So wait. Before you do anything, you shuffled it, right?
I'm about to shove it again, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shuffle it again.
The worst shuffling I've seen. All right.
Shut up.
Actually,
He's not
so
like
you know
shuffling,
how much-
shuffling.
But at the same
He's
time,
doing
it means
this.
nothing because we have no idea.
Yeah,
And
we
it's-
don't have any idea what these cards are.
Yeah, Will, I looked through all of them. To be quite honest, there's only one card that's a problem, and that's Talon. I mean, the wealth card, yeah, too. Like he'll lose
Wait,
all
what about
his
the
money.
death one?
The death one just makes the avatar of death come to attack you. Like
It's
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 not
not as
that
bad as it sounds.
No, you summon an avatar of death, a ghostly humanoid skeleton clad in tattered black robes and carries a spectral scythe.
Yeah, we
It
can't help.
appears in a space of the DM's choice within 10 feet of you. Attacks
We can
you,
help, but just that'll spawn another one.
warning all others that you must win the battle alone. The avatar fights
All right.
until you die or drop to 0 hit points. Whereupon it disappears. If anyone tries to help, the helper summons its own
Wait.
avatar of death. A creature slain by an avatar of death cannot be restored to life.
Before we go into this, right?
He dies. He's dead.
Have
if he
her
fails.
up in
on the table.
in the bottom mid deck of the Wyvern's Claw,
Oh, that was tasty.
deciding no better time than the present to finally draw from your deck that you carry.
And you pull a card.
All right, I have the deck pulled up on here to let you know what it does if they don't describe it on the card. So
Okay. All right. So I tell everybody, stay back.
stay back, but huddle up.
Does he drop? Wait. Hold on.
Not too intensely.
We don't know what he does because we don't know what these are.
I hate this. Just pull it. Just draw. Just fucking draw. No balls.
Right.
Shut up, Nathan. Just pull.
Just do it.
Hard, Viking.
Like a band-aid.
What is
What is that?
What is that?
What's
Read
it
it.
say?
It starts with a V. It's like Visor.
Vizar.
Vizar?
Bizarre.
Anytime you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a trustful answer to that
Oh!
question.
I get meditation!
Besides information, the answer helps you
You
solve
draw
a
the
puzzling
card.
problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with the wisdom of how to apply it. It is the all-knowing card. You learn
Yeah.
the question you ask.
You draw the card, and as you look upon the visage of the Vizar, the card just disintegrates and crumples in your hands, forming just a small bolt of light that just quickly
Wow.
it enters your chest.
We actually got one of the best cards I think we could get for right now. Because he could literally, this is out of character, but he could literally ask, how do I defeat Robin Ball or whoever, and it will give you a thought out plan on how to do it.
Not
Swear to
even
God, if
that.
you
You
ask
can
about
actually
any of
ask if
You
she's
receive a truthful answer.
telling the
And-
truth.
And
Helps
the
you
knowledge
solve the
comes with
puzzle.
wisdom on how to apply it.
Yeah,
If she's
but
telling the truth, like I feel like that's a big one. If she's actually telling the truth about the end of the world and
Yeah,
releasing.
anytime you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and
But
mentally
we
receive
don't
a
know
truthful
that.
answer. He does.
I do.
Okay, he has
I
a year.
believe.
He has a year then. So
Yeah, he has a year. He has 1
are
year.
we leaving it at that? We're leaving it at that.
Oh, man,
I live!
Well, technically, your armor and your sword are artifacts, aren't they?
Yeah, so they just
The
disappear.
sword is, but
No, artifacts don't. Oh, yeah,
They
they
would
do just
disappear.
disappear.
So I don't know where, but they
Not be
disappear.
destroyed, just
Viking,
disappear.
Viking, what's
Hmm.
underneath Bizarre? Because we're not going to draw again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
well,
I
yeah.
would
Oh,
have
he
gotten
just pulled
key.
it. He just pulled it.
No, it's just for example. God.
What's gonna happen?
what would have
Would have gotten a magic, a rare magic
You got
weapon.
no fuck! What's under that?
Man, you are.
You want
Man,
to
you should
find
not
Anyway,
go to the
killed
casino.
Guy.
Viking must have
I
channeled
know
all
when
of his
we would've
Wolvertang
died.
luck into.
Well, he
the-
has
Now
a
I know
full
when-
deck though. So
No,
we
no,
are
Viking, put that
missing
key
one.
back in the deck. Put that key back in the deck.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
burn the Vizar one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can't
burning-
put the
Get
Vizar one.
get a lighter and burn the Vizar one.
I'm not burning it. Are you kidding me? I'm not burning it.
Oh,
Or
don't
just
put it back
hug
in the
your-
deck.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna put it back in the deck. I'm gonna be like putting it on top of it, like that. It'll show.
That's still on the deck.
Well, it's not. It's not. It's gonna
You
show
gonna draw
I've
one,
used it.
Anthony?
Okay, that's
Huh?
enough of this. Come
Are
on,
you gonna
next thing.
draw one, Anthony?
Kinda want to.
I would have to. I would have to stack it or.
This would be happening if you had drawn a bad one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No one would be lining up to draw again.
Yeah.
No, if they do a bad one, that's one less bad one.
It is now equal, by the way. It is now equal chances to draw a good or a bad card.
Add another year until Viking actually gets a proper girlfriend.
To be quite honest,
Wow.
there are really only 3 bad cards in the entire deck.
You're not helping.
You're making.
Void,
You're tempting him.
Talons, and Wealth.
What does Talons do again?
Are you
Fuck
gonna
Don
pull one,
John.
Torn?
Talons is the worst of the worst. I think worse than Void.
What does
Talons,
it do again?
Talons
There's
gets
Don-
rid of all your magical items and
There's
artifacts.
Donjon. You
I hate that.
disappear and become entombed.
Yeah, we can still get you out. There's a card that gives you D3 wishes. The worst of the worst is probably the Talon and the Void.
The wish spell can only reveal the location.
Yeah.
Okay.
At best.
Yeah, but we can find you then.
Yeah. Wherever you may be.
And
Which
it
is
could have
up to
randomly
the
sent you to
GM
like the
discretion.
Celestial Men or
In an
you know,
extra
the
dimensional
Nine Hells.
sphere. Suspended in animation.
Yeah,
Um
it's still not the worst of the worst.
and yeah, you still have to be removed from the sphere by a non-wish spell. Not a spell, but by not wish. So that by itself is like it's a this for that, this for that. It just sounds like a lot more. The lengthiness of that sounds like the same lengthiness as
5 bad cards. You happy? I'll add that to a bad
like
card.
Void.
It's basically Void 2.0.
Well,
It's the I
that's
think it's the
assuming
equivalency
that
of
we
Void
find you
without
first.
the powerful beings.
But again, that's like assuming we like find
I
you
do love
first.
Knight is honestly one of my favorite cards. You gain the service of a 4th level fighter. who appears in a space you choose. The fighter is the same race as you and serves you loyally until your death. Believes the fate have drawn him or her to you. You control this character.
I just
That is
So-
honestly my favorite card.
I just want to point out I'm
It
the
would
only
be
one
kind
with
of
the
useless for the
achievement.
warlocks because we've died multiple times already.
You're the only one with what?
So you technically
Oh.
leave our service.
I'm so far the one person
If
that
you
has
come-
the achievement of picking a card from the deck of many
You are.
things.
Yeah,
Because no
I've
one else is
never-
that dumb.
Yeah. I risk it for the biscuit, alright.
All right. So we bed for the
Is
night.
any of my crew, or is any of
Ben-
my crew stupid enough to pull a card?
Knock,
Bacon
no,
fucking-
no, I'm not. Nope.
Just a line of
That's
no.
I had an uncle that pulled one of those. Fuck no.
Oh my god, son, Will, the sun. You gain 50,000 XP in a wondrous item.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, take your chances.
You level up.
Star, you increase your ability score by 2. The score can exceed 20, but can't exceed 24.
That'd be nice. Put mine at 22 and then get another 2 from the book and get 24.
Wisdom.
But you
I
could
think-
die. Or even
Uh,
worse.
Actually, I mean, really, only
How about that
skull is
true?
only the skull is the problem, man. But the Avatar of Death, how strong is the Avatar of Death?
It's like
Scales
your
with
level.
strength.
Yeah, that's why you CR 0.
Which one's that one?
Ooh, my head is getting a little bit warm
Avatar
now.
of Death, half the hit point maximum of its summoner.
That is
Yep.
3 swords.
Star could kill it super easy. Star
What do you
just
mean?
has
I can
to
walk
hit
up.
once.
Yeah.
Will would have the hardest time.
60 HP, dude. Or 62
Yeah.
HP. I could do
And
that in
not
one
be
round if I
charmed,
hit.
frightened,
So
paralyzed.
that's
petrified,
41.
poisoned.
If I got that's 41. That's one fireball at my feet when I'm standing right next to it.
Oh my god.
Wait, the funny thing is
Aw,
that
true immunity. It's immune to turn undead.
it would be funny because I could fireball it at my feet and kill us both.
You can be
Oh my
revived.
God. Guys,
No,
it does.
Well, technically, it wouldn't die from him.
Yeah, so
It-
you could be
it-
revived.
Yeah, he doesn't hurt that much, actually.
No,
He
no,
only-
because Nathan, it says that if it's killed by the Avatar death, but if you kill yourself while killing the Avatar death,
You're not dead. You are dead, but you can be healed.
Big
You see how
brain
it's worded?
plays.
Yes. You can.
200 IQ.
Yes. Wording like
Also,
that, yeah.
like the Avatar of Death is not that hard.
It's
It's
not.
really not. No, it's
it's just
scythe-
if you encounter it at low
it's-
level because
Yeah,
it got
if it encounters at low level, it could kill you in 2 turns. But it has half your health, so I don't know how you die to the Avatar.
what's
of
the
Death.
armor class of it?
20.
20.
Because it has a 20 armor
Oh
class.
yeah, 20
Mm.
armor class. So at a low level, you could potentially,
It's a
if you
death.
don't have,
It's a death sentence.
it's a death sentence because it's 16 and everything. So like any magic dealer could kill it.
Yeah.
Any magic user. It's really only a death sentence for like low level bards. Because a fighter could get 20. A
Happens
fighter
well.
could get 20. A
Rogue
D20
code.
plus 5.
Okay. So we pulled the card of the visor, Vizier,
Circle of life.
and we don't ask a question, right? You don't ask a question
No.
yet?
Does he tell
Oh
us what
no,
it does?
I do. I would like to tell him what it does in my head, but I haven't asked the question yet.
You haven't. I mean, with that, we're able to. We're in a huge predicament right now to know if we are facing the end of the world soon.
That is pretty important.
You can save it. You have a year, it sounds
the
like.
question though
Yeah,
is,
we do have a
we
year.
ask? I mean,
It would
also
give Chris prep time to answer the question.
Yes.
so yeah,
That's
no,
why we
but
I know what
questions
the
now.
answer to that question is.
so I mean, if we're thinking about questions, if it comes to this matter, we have 3. One is, what is Robin's plan? Like, what is her plan? One is
plan.
What's her
Where's-
plan?
what town is Robin going to commit her plot? And also, is what Robin says actually true? Or you could say, how do we stop what Robin believes to be true? That could be a question. And
That
it'd
one
give you,
might be a better question.
Yeah.
how do
Um,
we stop what Robin believes to be true? But
I,
then
Yeah,
we
this is
because
don't know if
kind of
Robin
similar
is
to
right. That's the problem.
yes, we
Because
don't.
that question implies that what Robin says is true.
Mm-hmm.
We could also ask, will the release of Thayer's Dune save the world? And that one will probably give you a better
I don't know
definition of
if.
both, because then we know Robin's lying,
Yep.
and that releasing Thayer's Dune will not save the world.
Yes, but then we won't know how to save the world if they say it wouldn't save the world, but the world will still die.
We wouldn't know either way.
I mean, I think the answer that we're looking
I
for,
think you
the
should
question
also very
I think the
think
question we're looking for is how do we prevent what Robin has stated? But
All
then
right,
I don't know. It's a hard thing.
I think
I
it
have
should be a very poignant question without a whole lot of like which town is Robin Ball going to? One of the three. It could be the answer to that.
Well, no, it gives
Well,
you the.
it's not a monkey's paw. It will give a
It'll
direct
give
and
a
true answer.
direct and
Like a
true
full
answer
direct true
and the
answer.
wisdom to complete
It
the
could be.
task.
Travel to the towns. Fuck.
It'll
I don't know, man.
Oh,
I don't know, man.
good
no,
ask.
that is
How do
the
we?
last line is the most important line that it gave us.
How do
It will
we?
give us the wisdom to complete to fulfill its truth.
Could be a question you could ask would
They could
be
just get on
how
the
do
ship,
you
motherfucker.
prevent?
The question is
How,
how do we
how do we
prevent
prevent what Robin
without
Ball?
releasing Thera's Dune, how do we without killing most of the world, how do we prevent what Robin believes to be the end of the world?
Okay, just DM
That
each other.
it's a
Just
logic problem.
uh-huh.
It's a logic problem. We have to word in unquestionable. We need a
Uh-huh.
single
We need a
answer.
lawyer to make a question for us.
We need someone who took discrete mathematics.
um
Okay, yeah, we'll get DM this later. Okay, come
Yeah.
on. Let go.
I might have a way to kind of ask a question without it really being asking a question.
How so?
I I would need to go
Yo.
somewhere, and I'd probably need to bring Anavir with me. Actually, Torn would probably help too with it, but it's pretty. I could try and talk to Thayer's Dune.
What?
Yeah,
That could work.
using a spell.
Wait, Chris. In
Oh,
this version,
oh, that spell.
However, if worst case scenario, we need to get out of there.
I don't feel this
in
is a
this
good
version,
idea.
is Tharizdun in the abyss, or is he like literally chained physically?
I don't think
He is
that's
the
a good
chained
idea.
oblivion, so he is chained.
But is he chained in the abyss like is the other
You're not sure.
settings? Okay, I'm not sure.
I don't believe that's a good idea, right?
Mm, I know.
I
I
mean,
know voice of reason. However,
I'd say let's give it a few days now. Let's
yes.
think of how to word this question so we can get the answer to multiple questions.
Okay.
However, I can cast this multiple times a day. Is why.
Yeah,
Post
but
this
you're
in the
trying to
chat.
do one
I just
thing that could
I just need to
cause
go.
us
I just need to go somewhere to
unknowable
do it.
harm.
I need to go to one of two places to do it. One of two possible places.
I mean, Reinhardt, you're talking about doing something that could cost you a lot. When we could just formulate a question.
More context.
Could you shadow walk to the place where you last got the chained?
Yep, I can.
Or to your temple?
I can also shadow walk to my temple. I can shadow walk to the chain that's still intact. I can shadow walk anywhere that I have knowledge of that I've been.
Let's not go to an intact chain area. Just
The chain, one of the chained places was my idea was probably the better place if I were trying to contact them, because then it'd be more of a place that was stronger of that entity.
I hope it was strong,
Um,
but it's not strong enough for a sword apparently. But
I know
Well,
is
I'm not part of them anymore.
I don't feel it's a good idea. I feel we should word our question properly and not take the risk.
I
It'll
think
give us an honest and true answer.
I definitely think we need to sleep on it. That's
I agree.
And
Agreed.
speaking of which, wrap it. Let's go. Let's go. Should we get some food, guys? Should we get some food?
Yeah, I'm stressed. I feel like I almost died.
Rock puts his hand on your shoulder side. It's the middle of the night. And then just goes back.
It's always the
retired to
middle
my
of the
cabin.
night.
Loses his absolute gorge.
Just fly
He was
up.
just on night.
Oh, it's still the
He was
middle of the
just
night.
on night watch duty, and then people appeared and drew a card from the deck of many things.
And enter a very intense debate.
Like,
That kind of led to nowhere.
Oh, I can definitely lead it somewhere. Let me pull a card.
I can change this real quick.
yeah, I've retired to my cabin.
We read.
My
Damn it.
office.
For the sake of brevity, I assume you'll take the next few days on
Yes.
downtime.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Downtime,
Currently have-
reading, training.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, that's right. Oh, I could work on a spell right now, couldn't I? Instead of an item.
You gotta read first.
Yeah, after.
Yeah, you can.
I'll spend the next day reading then. Until she's done.
You all wake up at various times throughout the day without any sunlight or any indication to wake up like you had at the Reflections of Grace. You're kind of just relying on the sounds of the airship, the crew moving about to wake you up.
No, there's a fucking tower, yeah. Let's go.
Oh. Well, to
Bonk.
go down to the surface, you would have to have
Just
then gone to the
Donk.
Reflections of Grace for the empty plot.
Wait, where is the ship right now? Is it
It's
in
still
like a lawn area?
It's flying a few hundred feet still around the central spire of the Lucid Bastion.
Okay, kind of like an ornament. Just
Ding, 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 ding. They do a
Well,
song
is he
and dance at
wrong?
12 o'clock. It's pretty cool.
got some
On the
lights
hour,
going.
every hour.
Stay for the fireworks show.
Yeah, you would have seen my body into
That would be
a
so
void.
cool. That would be so fucking cool.
At about during this mid-morning, as everyone's kind of moving about, a figure from down below takes flight and moves rapidly up to the ship if anyone sees it, but you all are made aware of their presence as Lucy lands on the deck of the Wyvern's Claw.
Sarah and your girlfriend's here.
I would notice, Will.
Reinhardt.
Who's Will?
No, Will. I'd notice. 28 perception. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
mentioned
can
that to
see
another
through her
D&D
clothes.
player friend of mine that I had 28 passive perception. He's like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I
And I'm
said
like,
that, like, isn't he a Twilight cleric? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, that makes sense. And I was just like, he's average.
He's
But yeah, I'll
Then
walk
also,
up to Lucy and say hello.
hi, Lucy.
just voice crack and all.
He
It's
just
been a
open
while.
palm slaps him.
What's your charisma?
Just have a
14.
Okay.
small few things. For your journey, you have not left yet. So, and moves to hand you just a small folded envelope. Basically, a small thesis that breaks down the Catha Ruidus eclipse, and it does specifically state, for your knowledge, that it's going to occur now, as of today in game, 52 days.
Okay. So we have 52 days for the eclipse. as far as Saren's knowledge.
We will be able to get another feat by then.
Yeah?
Yep.
I already have 2.
We should have at least one more feat if you are training by then.
We might be a little strapped on time for that one, Harbinger and I.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Should be able
57
to
days,
do all
52
three in
days,
52 days.
Non-stop training.
because it's 9 weeks. I'm already a week and a half in, almost 2 weeks in. No, a week, almost a week in. So that's 8 weeks. 7 times 8.
Okay. Is
Seven,
our
56
book
days.
things done basically?
That should be exactly.
Not yet.
And then we would be down by like
Yeah,
Harbinger
you
and I would
guys,
be down
you
by
guys would be down by 3 days.
4 days.
4 days.
Because we'd be finishing today.
Yeah.
So 4 days. If we do finish today. But that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I'm just spend the whole day reading. Fuck it.
I also wanted to give a quick update. With new information and the but basically what we have discovered so far, there is for your knowledge, the Kryn is pulling back their current forces from the Empire.
What? Why?
Preparation for the eclipse. Best not to have everyone off there.
Around what
Oh.
seasonal time will that be?
Should be curtailing the end of winter, heading into spring.
The Empire shouldn't push too hard around that time.
Not for me to say too much, but the impression is that it's no longer necessary to occupy.
Interesting. This book is full of such awesome things.
Samari, what is it?
I was just wondering, Chris, by any chance does this eclipse fall on the winter solstice?
No. You are still many, many, many months away from winter solstice. You are like the curtail of winter entering spring. The solstice was still closer behind you than it is in front of you.
Yeah, we did the dungeon thing that we did.
Is that on the solstice?
Yeah, that was the Andrew Sphinx, right?
That was on the solstice.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
a
never
while
mind.
ago.
That was a hot minute.
Yes, it was.
It was about 3 weeks, 4 weeks now.
It was like an entirely different character then.
Wow, it was a while ago.
No, you were still Savari, I think.
No, I was
No.
Wolfgang.
definitely Wolfgang then.
Actually, yeah, you were Wolfgang.
That's when we first met Lucy.
Yeah. No, I saw we first
No.
met Racina.
Racina, that's right.
Racina.
Yeah.
That's where we first met Racina.
Yeah, because she was from the Empire.
Yeah.
Yep, and now she's Will's crush. Reinhardt's crush.
Not even a crush.
I miss you.
Shannon's gonna come back and she's gonna play Racina.
Right.
Honestly,
There you
okay,
go.
I thought about that because she's mentioned how she's wanted to play in the past. I'm just like,
That'd be kind of cool.
Yes!
That'd be kind
and
of
I'm
cool.
just like, if there were a time to do it, I was like, now would probably be a pretty good time based on the
Dude,
character.
I'm
But
100% in
but-
favor of this. I'm serious.
Agreed.
I am 100% in
Anyway.
favor of us having a little kind of like a one-off thing where Shannon plays Racina. We give her a character to do everything, and she just has to be flirty with you.
not even that.
She just has to be a slightly flirty with you, asshole. Shannon can do that
I will
amazingly.
As a quick note, this just reminded me because we were talking about Shannon. Shannon has known that the amulet had a tracker from the beacon ever since.
Oh
Y.
my god.
Ever since Y, you went off to something, and I told her that.
What?
She never
Wow.
told me.
It was a secret.
That was a trust test right
Well,
there.
she
That's
forgot or
right.
something.
Man,
See that? He's about to text her.
How strong that ring was. Should
No,
have
she
spent
might-
a couple hundred more.
She might remember, might not. It was
She
like it was a
probably
very
remembered.
quick thing because you were coming back and we were talking about it.
Probably.
But I
Or
do remember telling her all the
she's
way
getting
back.
her frustrations out for Will taking so long to propose.
You calling her right now?
It's like, what is
probably-
shit?
There's a voice message.
Baby, why didn't you tell me?
You could have helped the campaign.
You know what you think?
Oh my
It's
god,
like
that's
10:30 at night over there right now.
I know. So we're having a little pause on D&D right now.
Oh no, 100%. I am totally down for Shannon to play receiver.
That would be kind of cool to have.
That
yeah.
sounds legitimately really fun and really really good for her in general. Being like, hey, you're back, come play with us.
Yeah, and when I've seen people like guest into a campaign,
Oh, it'd be
it's
fun.
been like, oh, the player's okay with it. Okay, now is the DM okay with it? 'Cause that's
It's like,
Chris,
I don't
you
like
down
this
for
guy.
Us have to help Shannon a little bit, but she gets to be Racina, and everything she does is canon.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, I'm so down for that. That sounds so fun. But okay.
It's pretty cool.
Please hold.
So we're reading right now. Right?
Nope. We're opening magic. Just kidding.
I swear to fucking god, I won't
Mutes gets kicked. I was like, oh well, I guess the stream's over, guys.
Just start playing random music. We all bring out instruments. Start doing like waiting music.
I just start bringing the drums. And go,
Okay. Yeah.
It's just
So this day we'll probably do nothing, Chris, because it's the off day. They'll probably read and we'll do very little.
Still thinking on selling the deck. Gosh.
probably should.
But why?
Out
So,
of game,
as a
you
brief
should.
note-
In game, fuck no.
As a brief note about when it comes to the deck,
Yeah.
I was trying to sell in Resona. You've kind of got this inkling that, judging by the magic shop and the way it is set up, this society doesn't really have a backbone in magical items.
Yeah.
Like, you saw the luxurious auction in Damali, and you saw how tightly it was regulated in the Empire. But here it's
Meh.
yeah, like magical items, they are like a function of everyday life. It is a part of.
So you're saying I can make
But
a
it's
lot
not
of
as
low-level
regulated.
items
And be
then to sell
rich.
them.
If you settle down and open a shop and start like selling, you might. But this society has a heavy lean towards dunamancy and the like.
Mhm.
Witchcraft. Okay. Well,
Also
that's good to
magic,
know.
it's cool.
So it's
Everyone gets branded wands of magic missiles.
yeah, it's like selling a mundane magical item is one thing that's a little bit easier. Trying to sell the deck of many things is
Yeah.
you actually haven't found like a magic shop. You found a place that sells projects from the Marbletome Conservatory in order to fund other projects throughout the dynasty.
Oh, loser.
So not really a group that seems to be interested in the actual trade. Said you do know Provenvi.
Yeah. And we know where there's a box that we can send stuff to them.
You ever find yourself in a hard place in the D&D world? Just pull a card.
Meantime, then, unless there's anything else anyone wants to do in the next few days,
So
time's
I'm
getting
just
past.
I'll be
reading
training
the
with
next day,
Reinhardt.
And then it gets
and
to.
then I'm gonna go see a ringsmith afterwards,
I'll be training with
or I'll
Reinhardt.
just go work on a spell. Then
What spell are you working on? What level?
a 5th level spell, so it might
Okay.
take a while.
And you're making this one?
Yeah, it already exists, but
Got it. Which
by
spell?
virtue, It might be create spell jamming helm.
What was that?
He's asking you what spell it is.
It
what
it might be the
you don't wanna tell
create
them,
spell
you can
jamming helm.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm just making note of it. Okay. Corn, are you gonna work on anything?
I'm still waiting. Waiting for these schmucks.
Oh, like, are you gonna work on any feats?
Yeah, the
Same here.
Uh,
the one that
Wait.
Oh, proficiency?
yeah, proficiency in halberds. So that
Mm.
would be.
If it wasn't
I'll just
due
focus on
to
that then.
time shortage, I
You
would
have armor?
100% train you because I could.
as Torin. I
Hmm?
feel like we were both telling him something, but first of all, do you have armor at all as Torin?
Armorer?
Yeah. No, armor, not armor
Yes.
or armor.
Studded leather.
Okay. What if you got an enchanted by someone who has an enchantment? You could probably do it yourself, actually.
I'll work on my feet.
Yeah. Lou's just talking now about everything not D&D. Yeah, so Chris, being the final day, then I would head to the conservatory.
2 more days pass, which will put you on an even 50 days.
Yeah, an even 50 days. How much money do we have left for our stuff?
Meaning?
Our gift cards.
You have 1 day to spend about 800.
Oh my god, we have 1 day to spend 800 gold at anything we want here in Rosona.
Wow.
How much is the tavern?
Or the 800 gold. Buy a tavern.
Yeah.
Maybe you might be able to get that much for a tavern out in the Coronas.
Do we want to buy an entire tavern for 800 gold?
We already have a fort.
That's
so
so
why
true
not?
though. Why would you want?
We could buy a tavern and brand it as like Archheim Mordalis Ashona.
Rosona.
Have it be like a franchise.
Persona
restaurant.
Victoria.
No. Shut up.
Man, screw you. I'm a bard. Man.
Roshona Theric. Yeah, fuck you. So yeah, no.
Yeah, you already
Rosona.
have your own church. I don't want to hear it.
I do.
I don't want to hear it. You're the only one at the base with a church. All right, everybody
I
else.
actually have land possessions, which is why I will never drop cards
Yeah.
in the deck of many things.
It's yeah. Rashona Harbinger is just full of brooding people that are just covered faces.
Well, right here, Flappy drew the card, and Flappy just asked, "How do I kill my owner and be free?"
Freedom takes a card.
Freedom.
Flappy is free to come and go as he chooses. He can't just
Flappy
hang
looks at
around
card. It's void.
'cause he's
Shit.
cool.
Freedom.
That would be so bad, but so funny.
It would be so funny.
Freedom.
He's so strong the way he is right now, set up. Jesus.
Yeah, he used to be strong.
He used to be strong. Now he's trapped in a fucking gem.
Yeah.
You're saying, Chris.
He gets trapped in a different
Quick
plane,
thing
doesn't
for
he?
Snyder, you were talking about going to a ringsmith.
Yeah.
Oh,
After the book,
yeah.
of course.
Yes. On about the day Cern's leaving, you guys do finish the book. So you're free to mark off that your books have been completed. They are expended, so those books are set to be dormant for the next 100 years, but you can add your +2 bonuses.
Okay. And I'll remove it
They
from my
all
inventory,
don't.
assuming we give it back.
The fucking Kryn do not care.
They don't.
Yeah, I'll just remove it. Ow, fuck! I'll just remove it from my inventory.
And then you give the books back, the marble tome. If you're going to find a ring, just silver or gold, or you're going to look for a certain material: silver, gold, platinum, pewter.
Pewter ring.
Oh. So there's a ring that I want to make later on that is, I think, adamantium, just because I think that makes sense.
I want a straw ring.
But I think I'll work towards it by making a lesser ring at some point.
You know, what if I get
I
Anivir's
just kind of need to
gauntlet?
learn like what the basic
What if
like,
I pay Anivir
workings
for
of
his
how to make
gauntlets
a
and I
ring is basically what
merge
I'm
his
working on.
gauntlets into my armor? The
Necessary.
armor I'm making is like 3 magic items into one. So
Not
it's like just kind
Exodia.
of fun.
Calm down.
Sound like
Chris is
so-
like, calm the fuck down, Nathan. Jesus, just
Calm
because you throw
down.
magic items into it doesn't mean it works like that.
Well,
my god-
isn't
Isn't my
Oh, I did want to
gauntlet?
ask you one thing, Chris, because we're about to do the magic item thing. I was wondering if there's one thing I could change about my the effect of the scarf for regaining in a spell slot. I was just wondering if it could be like somehow connected to like proficiency or something, so it goes up past 3rd level. That's the only request I have. Otherwise, I'm fine with everything else that's merging into itself until it awakens.
Awaken.
What I recall, was it just the shawl you were trying to?
The shawl and the ring of protection.
Okay.
And then the fact that I feel the fact that I'm like spending all the time and effort into it is to bind it to my deity, but then mixing in the 2 different magical items is what actually gives it the properties. Yeah, it's going to be very annoying though to make the magical item in D&D Beyond with the properties of a ring of protection and the shawl.
Yeah, you just add everything and just jumble it together like that.
There's no merge, but
No, you just make a spell, put that spell into a feat.
magically make it basically like adamantine armor, so I can't get critted too.
No, you just make a spell, make that spell into a feat, make that feat into your item, and then it magically works.
Yeah.
Because D&D Beyond is like that.
Yeah. Hey, with now the fact that I did see one thing, guys. This is a separate thing while we're
Very
waiting
nice.
for a second. Now when you buy books, you do get a free D&D Beyond copy of it. So
Nice.
Anthony, if you ever buy books now, buy the
Mhm.
physical book because you get the copy, I believe.
Wizards of the Coast partnered, yeah.
They're not partnered. They
So I
own it.
don't have to buy 2 separate ones now.
I don't think so. To my understanding, you don't.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Too bad I stopped buying books like 2 years ago.
I know. It's not like you got anything for free. Alrighty, Chris. What do I need to do? What do I need to roll?
You go
Roll
to
the
the
dip.
Marble Torms Conservatory. The site's been entirely cleaned up now from the Exaltorium. Students are moving here and there.
Oh, actually, you don't remove the book from your inventory. I just tried to do that and it did not work. Or should I just override my intelligence stat?
Override your intelligence
Okay, I'll do that then.
because it's permanent edition. As you head there, the magistrate that had spoken to you before quickly finds you. Being that day, he kind of already sets out. Come here. I have everything prepared now. He actually takes you spiraling up to the 2nd floor area. There's a lot less students around here as the 2nd floor, kind of outside exterior perimeter that kind of goes around a section of the high wall. There's a section that people can just stand atop of.
I forgot it. And now proficient. I should be proficient in Arcana.
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice.
So now I have a
moving
+8 in doing that.
You can see there is an apparatus that has been set up. Your armor has been broken down into its various different plates, set up and selected around in a way with various arcane sigils dotted around the contraption it's in. You can note elements of Dunamancy all throughout, as well as the armor itself has several additional runes that have been carved onto the inside. The drow, dusts his hands off. Look, okay, I have done as much prep work as I can for this. We have it exposed to open air, and the hope is about at twilight or dawn. If I recall and read correctly, that would be the most ideal time. Following that, we've got runes here for binding, extractions, everything to set up with the current items that you do possess and wish to infuse. The only part that remains elusive to me is the connection that you wish to establish.
I can do that.
Okay.
I will take off my shawl. I will take off my ring of protection. You know what? I'm going to take off the cloak of Elvenkind too. No. I did want to ask one thing though. How about the Circulative Disguise, Chris? How many things can I fuse in, or am I pushing my luck even asking?
You're pushing your limit even asking.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. I will take the shot. I will take the ring. I will put the ring, and then I will take out my emblem of the Moonweaver that I have had with me since I was a child. I will break it from its chain. What?
Sorry, Will's reaction. That's all.
Yeah, I'll break the necklace I've had since I was a child from this chain, and I will sit in front.
Totally listening to you, by the way.
I know. I will sit in front of. Oh yeah, totally. We could tell. Tell Shannon we say hi. Good. Thank you. That's the important part. Shannon knows we say hi. And I
Paramount
will
to anything else you say in that conversation.
Yeah, and I will sit down in front of the chess piece, and I will put the shawl on top of the collar. I will take the ring of protection and put it on the center, and then I will take the actually the ring of protection I'll put actually near like the belt section of that armor, and I'll take my Moonweaver piece. I'll put it right in the leftmost quadrant of the chest piece. Put it there, and then I will just burn every single thing I have that's tied to the Moonweaver and just flood it with as much energy as I can. And I will just sit
Before
there.
you do, the drow sets his hand on his shoulder. One moment
Senpai,
first.
Senpai noticed me.
Hands together, he quickly does a quick like messaging spell from what you're able to tell. And then you watch as he casts his gaze up, and as about a minute passes, you watch off farther ahead in the sky, you watch as a small crack begins to form in the shadowy protection that blocks out the sun. And as it begins to crack ever so slightly and letting in, the light does come beaming down and hitting the armor on its silver.
And then, hold on. And actually, I will do Moonbeam on it to give it that last little bit of moon energy.
Okay.
I want it to be Moonbeam. Why not? Why the fuck not?
Just don't put your hands near it for a bit.
Yeah, and I'll target right on top of my emblem, and I'll just
Alright.
sit there. Actually, you know what? My hand will be in the moonbeam, so it's definitely going to get a little scorched, but it's on top of the emblem. Just to add that little bit of personal attack.
And
It's the pain for the chastity or whatever the fuck religious people are like.
And then, yeah, I'll do. Just do the beam of light of the Moonweaver, the eyes of sight, activating my 300-foot dark vision for everyone in the room and see invisibility. And then I cast a silence as fuck Storm.
every
We don't
spell.
need to hear anything.
Oh my god.
a triathlon of spells. Just roll for me a straight wisdom check.
Great.
What about a wisdom check?
Can I add guidance? 19. With I will add guidance, which makes sense, honestly.
And you
Guessing
add
you're
guidance while
praying
Moonbeam's
at the
up?
same time.
Oh no, I can't. No, so I can't do that. Never mind. No, just 19.
Still
I'm
high.
guessing you're
He
Straight
only
check.
rolled a 19 on wisdom?
My wisdom's only a +5. My perception's +13. There's a big difference between perception and wisdom.
Hmm.
I don't add proficiency bonus to my wisdom. Twice.
Blessed, but it would have been better. Who would have thunk it?
Bless you.
No, it wouldn't have been.
At D4.
It's a D4. Fine.
To
It would have been
everyone.
I
Guiding.
rolled it. It would have been a 2. It's fine. I got it.
About
No one else
this
is there.
time. Now, as you armor laid out, set before you, and you conjure as much power and faith into this as you can, sprinkling dawn as it hits the armor. You can begin to feel the armor heat up and change. This carvings start to almost burn in from the moon's light. The magical items that you've set before appear all the same still, but as this process goes, the silver begins to catch more and more light. The process is becoming blinding over time. You have to attempt to shield your eyes to divert away, to just not singe your eyes entirely.
I will do blindness on myself to save my eyes.
You're concentrating.
Blindness and deafness isn't concentrating.
Doesn't matter. You're already concentrating on something. You're not gonna start casting spell. As it burns, the pillar of light that's coming through the crack in the shadowy canvas does grow brighter before almost entirely engulfed by shadow, cascading in and hits the plate dark again, as if the hole wasn't there, but you can see it is still reminiscent there, almost as if darkness had just immediately taken over. As your eyes can finally start to adjust again, the courtyards of the Marbletown Conservatory have gone quiet, and as you can finally turn back and look to the silver armor, you can see that it's been heavily inlaid and engraved throughout the various pieces of it in such a fine detail and intricacy it would have taken simply years for any artisan to have gone about that process. As you move your hand over, you can see the symbol that you have placed inside is the centerpiece of the engraving. Kind of reaching around, the ring of protection as you grab it just crumbles apart to dust. The shawl, as you reach over, it's still there if the shawl's on the armor.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is bolted as a single piece holds it there now. You can add the plate of Dusk and Dawn.
Oh, that's a good name, Chris. That's a good name.
That's a good name, ain't it, bud?
Wow, you got significantly louder. What the hell?
My
I
mic.
will delete the
I will
Steamcasted
lower
plate
it
now.
now.
Manage inventory. Add. That's a good name, though. Plate of Dusk and Dawn. Add to equipment. It is. Now let's see. Equip. Oh, there is one thing, Chris, we do need to do.
Yeah.
Get rid of my disadvantage on stealth. But that's fine.
Do that right now.
Yeah, that's not like
Just Control Alt Delete the disadvantage part.
Yep. Plate of Dusk and Dawn. That's a good one.
Gets heat metal next session.
I feel like someone's
Dispel
trying to call me
magic.
out.
Dispel magic.
Counterspell.
You just get like 3 druids that you're facing. Fuck!
Can you cast heat metal on a warforged?
druids.
Dispel
can.
magic
No,
disables your
warforged
whole
don't have to
enchantment.
be made out of metal.
Oh,
Warforges
If they
don't have to
are?
be made out of metal.
No,
They
they can be
don't.
made out of stone and vine.
Mhm.
In fact, that's actually the normal assumption is that they're made out of stone and vine.
Just so that they can't be used heat metal on them.
Wait,
And
if
then
they
there's
did
now
use
the
heat metal,
robotic, the
then-
metal mini goblins.
Yeah.
The mini dwarves. The
The
robotic mini
autognomes.
dwarves. The
Autognomes.
autognomes, which are fully made out of metal, which means you
The
can just go.
mechanomes.
Yeah, mechanomes. You can just go heat metal, and then they can't take it off.
They're immune to
I'm
certain
gonna
things.
take
Heat
off my
metal-
own skin.
Fucking
you
fresh
just-
cut grass, man.
You do heat metal and then they apply fire damage to their attacks.
That's so true, though.
I can't remove the stealth
You-
disadvantage.
Ah.
So you'll just have to note that for yourself. Or
Yeah.
give it the property.
I'll just give it the property.
Yeah, just give like a custom little thing.
Yeah, customize. How did I do that before?
I can also do it. Going to your character sheet.
How did I make it so this armor didn't give me disadvantage on stuff?
Can't edit it.
Oh, because it's a magic item.
Yeah.
Whatever reason.
You could probably just go into your skills though and then blip.
Yeah, I
Edit
could just.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, also, just note that.
Oh wait, hold on. I do have my splint armor still on, so I need to take that off too. Splint, take that off. Yeah.
He has double armor.
Customize. Skill stat already. Kill stat.
Wait, now I need to know if you can put all different kinds of armor on at once.
You also have to now remove shawl and ring.
I do, yeah. Bearing of protection off. I will destroy that. Delete the Shroud of the Moonweaver. I will take that, and then I'm just gonna go here. And
I wonder if you
then
can incorporate multiple rings into a gauntlet.
I'm just gonna put in my handy haversack because I want to keep
Gauntlet
that,
of
'cause
protection.
Just turn
is
into
just like 5 rings.
Thanos.
So the rings instead.
Like that
me-
that other session that you apparently had when you all were in
Attune.
person, or whatever.
Give me an hour.
Remember that one?
Sonaf. I was just thinking of Sonaf today.
Really? I think who was it that told me this? Was it you, Anthony, that told me that story where you guys were playing D&D and all of a sudden like there was a guy that had like the name backwards, like but if you had it like the other way, it was Thanos, but nobody knew.
Sonaf.
I'm really wondering now, how did I make that armor not give me? Oh, because it's silver armor.
Yeah.
That's weird that you can't have enchanted silver armor.
Or
Oh,
it's
That's right.
myth.
I need to ask Saren.
Mithril, yeah.
So when Sarah gets back.
Maybe I just have to make the armor. Maybe the armor just has to be a mithril armor. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it.
As you take the armor and assemble it, piecemeal it back together, Plate of Dusk and Dawn is finished.
I will adorn the armor.
It's shrunk a size.
It's a magic item now, so it will actually fit me absolutely perfectly. Yeah.
Boo.
Accidentally draws that one card. Fuck.
It's
It's
also, unlike your previous armor and everything, it is the most overt Faller the Moonweaver equipment now you have. unable to detach the shawl, and with engravings all throughout it. This insignia of the Moonreaver spiraling out of iconography. This is
I kind of get the
You
feeling
just
that it
destroy
is
the resale value.
I get the feeling that it's similar to kind of like that, like the Moon Knight thing, where it kind of like it's more like it's got like running streams of silver now, like kind of like following the body into going kind of like into the moon shape that it
Oh,
has.
my phone.
Yeah, as its
Your
as
phone got
its
taken
center
away.
chest piece.
You
Your
lost
phone got taken away?
your phone. You lost your phone privileges.
What,
Yeah.
dude? You fucking got a conversation started.
Yeah,
Everything
you
all
did.
good?
Yeah, no. It's just because like the past like 2 weeks we're like, oh, we should talk. Yeah, we should. And something happens between one of us and we can't. It's like fuck. And then like she
D&D.
calls and I was like, I
Oh,
told
during
her
D&D?
I was gonna talk to her and I was like, I told you I'm gonna talk to you about what. And she's like, oh, you're playing D&D though. And I'm like, I told you I was going to talk to you no matter what.
Hell yeah.
Will being a good.
Sim-
Did you mention that she was about to be a character for
Dude,
D&D?
I know that was like the weirdest part. And I looked down, I was like, oh shit. something happened.
Ironically,
What have I
Wait,
done?
yeah,
hold
that
on.
was like such
Wait.
good time.
that is amazing
Yeah,
timing.
yeah,
thought you
fiance.
called
I
her.
couldn't
We
think of
thought you
Will.
called
Will,
her.
I couldn't think of Will's being a good. Would Will be a fiance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiance
Yeah.
is gender neutral.
Husband?
Husband say.
Gender
That's
neutral.
Bonds.
Husbando?
They do what they want.
Nerd Bondo?
Dude,
Boss.
tell Hayden get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
He's lowering the stream count.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He's
Fuck,
He's
our
scaring
stream
my
wants to-
fans.
We're gonna owe Twitch money at this rate.
Can you imagine? Just the
Wait, you
emails
guys
like,
don't pay Twitch? No.
wait, you guys don't pay Twitch?
I need to cancel something on my card now.
OnlyFans?
To Twitch.
Yeah, all the feet pics.
Yeah, I also kind of feel, Chris, that it's got like it's actually a lot darker armor now with only like little twinkles of silver. That's my
It's
kind
very
of
bright.
mentality of it.
Is that
It's
how
actually
you
like
like
because
magic?
it went from like a full bright like silvered armor to now it is more of like
It's more matte. It's
Ooh,
not. It's
I have
not
an idea.
dark. It's just. It's still identifiably silver.
yeah,
What if-
but
It's
not
no
like
longer the
it's not like
cast reflective. Yeah.
yeah.
What if because of the heat it actually turned it into like a blued color?
Ooh, that look a purple. It has to be
Like
purple.
Yeah,
a
like a
deep
Twilight
blue?
purple.
It's got
Yeah.
like I think it's got like that like ripple
Not-
effect that heating goes through.
Not yet.
Oh
Dem-
yeah, it's still
Damascus
got
armor?
awaken. Yeah, like kind of like Damascus, but Damascus in the sense of
Has, like,
heating. So
the-
it's got one ring of that stormer in the center with like the main
even
like
dormant.
symbol.
You all head back to the Wyvern's
Theron.
Claw.
Can we when he gets back?
Yeah, I would come back and you guys would be like, he looks different. I will, Chris. I will ask the guys though, if they have any magical potions of any kind.
Harbinger
That
would
they're
look different.
looking to
He'd
sell.
have like a large cranium.
Sorry, the
Too many
all
chromosomes.
potions are currently going to the war effort. Hit that you
Understood.
drink out of like a plant pitcher.
Fucking weirdo.
Oh, it's like my coffee jar.
Okay.
Everyone just has to have a really weird cup, so I'm just gonna start
I s-
drinking out of, like an
I
empty
started.
monster can.
And I will.
A pitcher.
And I will.
He's just
That's
drinking out of a
that's pretty
horn.
normal.
I mean, I'm drinking out of a pitcher though. It's kind of weird.
Do the
Just get
do
an
the Sam
ox
Regal
skin.
thing and get like a jerry can.
Oh my god, dude, his jerry can only got. He literally found the biggest jerry can money could buy. And so it can't get any bigger at this point. But yeah. So yeah, you guys definitely see me come in with a much different armor piece. And it's way different. It's much more dark, non-reflective. My Shaw is kind of like, I feel like the Shaw kind of like merges into it now, and all of the like under pieces are like with this light, like bright purple undercoat to it.
I see you finally went with the darker armor. Definitely suits better.
You're looking good there, sir.
Thank you.
As someone that's had dark armor since
It's
a year
it's
ago.
definitely a lot different, and I feel like the armor kind of moves a little bit more with me now. It actually is like magical and fits. I do like have this like light, like this little silver chain. Do need to replace this though. There's just now a silver chain that has nothing on it. And you guys would now see the silver chain just like draped over the armor,
Just
kind of
get
like a
some of the
utensil.
Mr. T
Yeah, you'd see the
petals.
silver chain now because it'd be a long silver chain, so I could hide it because Empire. But now the silver chain would be on the outside, kind of like
Oh, now you're
draped
on full
over
display.
like a captain's, kind of like how in the military
If
they
we ever
have
go
like
back into the Empire, you're on full display.
Oh yeah.
if we ever go back in the Empire, at
like-
this point,
It's
we're
like
all
the
strong
pasture went
enough
to the
that
hood or
there's
something.
only one individual we are actually afraid of.
Who would that be?
That's a
Reinhardt.
good question.
Uh,
Reinhardt.
At this point, Tanakh kind of walks over. Oh, Captain.
Yes. What's going
Hey,
on?
Captain.
Well, to the best of my understanding, we have now finished up all business conducting Persona.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the cargo secured?
Well,
Batten down.
don't worry about it. Anyways,
All pertinent labels removed.
please. They were removed before they got on the ship. Now, for travel, it would be nice to know where we're going to head first.
That is a good question.
I was about to say Catha, but that's the moon.
Don't
Just.
I
don't know.
What is this, Treasure Planet?
campaign
That's
ends.
why I was thinking just treasure. Well, we do have a cat captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
We might as well.
Hey guys,
We can turn Tanakh into a golem.
as we head to the next place, how are our magical item allocations doing right now? Because I believe
got
Reinhardt's
What?
changed magical item allocation. Who needs magical items? Because
Not
I
me.
know, like, do you have any extra ones, or are you all full now?
I actually may have some extra ones that maybe someone.
Because I've actually gained a slot.
Does everyone have any eyes? All their eyes? Good? Yes? No? Alright, never mind.
Well, I did have the gauntlets to catch gauntlet missiles or
I
something,
mean,
but I think I
yeah.
sold that one or something.
No, you didn't sell that one.
Yeah, you
Oh
gave
no.
it to me.
Oh, that's right. I
Okay,
gave it to
yeah.
you. Okay.
Because what I have is the
Yeah,
Cloak of Elven kind.
Out of everything, none of it is useful for anyone. I feel like.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the cloak of Elvenkind do again?
Gives you advantage on your stealth checks.
Which you have
I
mastery
already
in.
have.
Oh no, I was
Yeah,
talking
but you
about
can get
the
advantage on them.
missile gauntlets.
Advantage.
That is like grabbing missiles or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
you
if
have
you're not
missile
going to be
gauntlets.
using it,
Well, no.
Darren.
Yeah. Just put it in your thing. I'm just gonna count it as I have it attuned, because fucking I have nothing else to fucking counteract my goddamn stealth shit. You know what, Chris? We might just want to put in the armor that it gives me advantage to stealth, and that way it'll counter it out. But
So I'm adding cloak of Elvenkind.
Yep, Cloak of Elvenkind.
Meant. And I will take some time to attune to this cloak.
Next day.
Well, we got stuff that we're. I think to maximize our travel, we should probably head to, what's the name of that thing? Rothold?
Are we going to
First?
Rothold? Where are we going to first? We have
We could go to
3 cities.
Rothold and then over to Charis.
Well,
Asari is
up.
closest.
Is it?
I
Yeah, I would
do want to
say.
say before we head out,
say
we
that.
probably want to spend the rest of our money.
Oh really?
We each have 800 gold worth of credit
Oh, you're right.
for
Okay.
whatever we want in the city.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
should
I
probably
wanna
go
buy
shopping
something.
and see.
Yeah.
So I'd say
I'm going to the
honestly,
Coronas.
I don't think Rothold is the best choice going first, as that
Yeah.
would be the most aggressive.
Mm,
I think Asarius,
would be the.
Charis, Rothold is the order we should go in. It'll be from more than likely least aggressive to most aggressive. allowing us time to increase our abilities and familiarize ourselves with what we have, as well as increase our collection of items.
And all these
Uh,
muscles! As I have the belt.
Napa airship park. That's funny. But yeah. So I believe once we collect our items, we should be good to go. Is there anything? What can we spend 8, 16, 24, 32?
4,800 gold.
Yeah, 4,800 gold. What can we spend 4,800 gold on?
A
If
castle.
I'm to be allowed to contribute,
We're not
I'm-
gambling it.
We're not
I'm
getting.
going to look
Yeah.
at him and just be like, let's hear it. You spoke now.
And we're all looking at you.
If it's a dumb idea,
report.
you're cleaning the front of the ship while we're driving.
As we're looking
Captain
at.
didn't give me that order.
No, we look at the captain. We look at the captain at this point.
No, I don't even look at Savari. I look at the guy and go,
It's just a sarcastic laugh.
Let's hear it.
You're welcome to think that as long as you like. And then I
If we're
just
not,
sit down and
if we're not
watch him.
gambling in a way. There is still trade in Resona, the most trade that you'll find outside of here in Asarius. Why not pick up things that might sell for more somewhere else? If you don't know what to spend it on here, then just make more money.
You know, he makes a good point.
That is.
You
that
know
I do
what?
like.
This
We
is a
have about
RuneScape idea right here.
8 tons of cargo room left.
Alrighty then. I will say
I like that idea.
It's not a bad
wasn't
idea.
That's
stupid.
What's-
I will
some,
pat him on the shoulder, Chris,
That's a
and then just kind of
that's
squeeze a
an
little
extra
bit and
share
just be and
worthy
just kind of
idea
lean in
there,
and
Tanakh.
be like, I'll wait for the next idea you have. Tap tap and just walk.
They're all good ideas.
It's Tanakh
Right.
that's speaking.
As we
And
look
then
at
I
his past
will
ideas.
just walk off the ship, drop, and once I hit the shadow of the ship, I get my Misty Step.
There's always shadow.
I know.
It's always dark.
I know.
Yeah, I think that's
But
an
it's
idea
me. That's
worthy
my
of
mental
Tanakh,
brain being
right?
like, I have to wait till I hit a shadow. Shadow. Yes.
But
Was
now,
Tanakh,
if we're going,
or was it
that was
Tanakh,
Tanakh.
or
Yeah.
And that's an idea worthy of an extra half share there, Tanakh.
I don't agree with that.
Thank you. He's not a member of the crew. Now,
I
as you
can
said,
still hear you.
Fuck your
skies
28
around
perception.
Persona are haunted.
Haunted guys.
It depends what we're trying to sell, how much money you. I can handle much of the trade as I always have, but it's up to you how you want to play this.
I'll buy 800 gold worth of exclusive Kryn Dynasty Roshana wine.
Actually,
That
yeah,
because-
Chris. After being here for how we've been here for what 2-3 weeks now,
3 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
would Zavari have any idea of what 800 gold of what is the
Being a
one
merchant at
thing
heart,
that Roshana has that no other place will have?
being a merchant at heart, you've always been kind of clocking all of this. Rashona, you are like half cocked, so to say, because you know nothing about Jorhas, about the Kryn dynasty, about anything else that lays under their purview. All you know of is Rashona. So when it comes to trade between other cities in Rashona, you're at a complete loss. Even listening in, much of it sounds like the normal trade gossip. When it comes to things that are unique to the Kryn dynasty, there's a lot. Between the food and wine, as you had previously noted, it's all externally unique to the current dynasty. Much of the things produced in Rosona need to be deprived of sunlight. The few things that do get sunlight is through magical sunlight. So there are like expensive wines and the like, always a fair share.
Thinking
There
like
is
something
Dunamantic.
non-perishable, of
There's
course.
Dunamantic, trinkets. There's material related to the craft of Dunamancy, which you know for a fact is unique to
The Green Dynasty.
current dynasty.
Hmm.
But much of it that is for sale is like kind of self-contained, small minor magical items that can't just be like reverse constructed.
Yeah. We're just gonna spend $4,800 on exclusive wine and because wine doesn't go bad, and materials. And let
Not
our
We have 8
merchant
tons
let
of
our
material.
merchant roll a d20 for our multiplier of increase.
Tanakh had already acquired for you Jorhothian textiles,
Okay.
which are fairly unique. Again, another thing that can only be produced in Rosona and the surrounding wasteland. Jorhasian arms, which comprise mostly of chitin, very fine chitin, some of you most likely won't find outside of Jorhas. And these are all things that are still useful outside of
Yeah.
inter-country trade. They could still be useful in Rosona. And he has a lot of obsidian on board as well.
Oh.
That obsidian is what you have the most of.
Yeah. So
500 units of 5-pound
I say
obsidian.
then probably we want to go with like wine
Yeah,
and
wines.
like wine's probably 4,800 gold worth of wine, and then some of that we're gonna drink.
Well, if you want to set some
Tanakh,
aside, just buy it.
okay, we have 4,800 worth of gold.
4,500 gold worth of
500
wine.
worth of gold.
Then we have 300 gold worth of wine for ourselves.
I know of a very nice distillery down below the city.
I cast sending. Lucy, before we leave, we wanted to get some wine. What wine would you recommend here that is only available in Roshana?
One with the Bright Queen drink.
Den Olios exports quite good wine from their fields, and some of it winds up here in Rosona. If you're looking for something good, that would be my recommendation.
Then I'll cast sending again. Thank you. We are going to be heading out. Our strategy right now is Asarius, Charis, and then Rothold. We'll keep you updated on the what comes up and the things that happen. And then I assume the information will flow both ways. Thank you for the hospitality. Until we see again. And then I will talk to.
As a quick note, as your reply.
Yeah.
Moment, let me get the right piece up. If you're heading to Asarius first, keep an eye on a group known as the Crown Breakers. Rumor has of a group such nearby.
Stood. And then I will tap my card. And I look to Savari. And I look to her man. And I look to Savari. And I look to her man. And I hand Savari the card.
That's two. That's 1,600. Anyone?
Who all
I'll collect
wishes.
all the cards, and we can fill the wyvern's belly.
With
As it
all
were.
the wine we can drink.
Take my credit card.
Take my
That's
money.
3. That's 4. Harbinger, Reinhardt. Harbinger, Reinhardt.
You know, for a
Actually,
smart man, Harbinger looks like he's daydreaming a lot.
Yeah, he is.
just gonna assume Harbinger handed is
Yeah.
over. All right. So cards to knock. Find us the
Ooh.
finest wine.
I've got this covered. If there's one thing you can know as your first mate, I ensure that we keep the wheels of commerce going. Be back. And he kind of takes a few steps and looks around. We are currently several hundred feet in the air. Can anyone remedy that without me having
I just,
It's so
I
much
grab him by
food.
the wrist and dimension door down.
Oh my god.
I like how Savari is the only one brave enough to take Grizzle's freaking boat down. It scares the shit
It's
out
a
of her.
10 box.
I
10
love
bucks.
how everyone, even the shit people, are like, "We're good."
So I dimension door him down, and then I just levitate and spend
Yeah.
He's like,
excruciating
thank
time
you.
going back up.
Now how am I gonna get back up?
You just call.
And he steps out.
Okay.
Cute. Actually, I go back down and I go with him,
Oh, look.
Thorin,
realizing that when I'm up there, I'm not gonna be able to hear him.
Thorin, do you need someone else?
No,
No.
What?
how far up is the ship?
Like 150 feet.
Yeah,
About 3
Oh,
feet.
300 feet.
yeah, I don't know.
How
if you're
far
gonna
is Eldritch
What?
Blast?
How far is Eldritch
300
Blast?
feet north.
Oh my god.
Depending. If you have far.
No, it's 120.
Yeah.
Now, Savari won't like it, but Fireball's 150 feet.
Please no.
Fuck your
So
shit.
one cast of Dimension Door. I still have 2 more casts available.
Oh my god. So excited.
All right.
Doing some math for your wine.
Thank you.
I can just imagine like Canuck and Torin
I can help negotiate.
at $4,800 gold worth of wine. Like the clerk's like, having a party? Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
48, that $4,800 worth of wine is a metric fuck ton of wine.
Yeah. Or one really good bottle. It's all relative.
Let me know if I need to make a charisma check
Oh, I will.
Oh, I will.
or intimidation.
Either one
Chris.
works.
Intimidation works better.
It always works better.
He's back on the phone. Back on the phone, baby.
He's always back on the phone.
Back on. This
Why
back
is
on
he
the
always
watch.
on the phone?
Shut up. You got a girlfriend.
So,
We're asking you the same question. Why are you
Beyonce.
always sending to Ingrid? So
If I max roll intimidation,
don't you talk shit about
if it's
Ingrid.
a nat 20 plus intimidation
Wouldn't
plus
dare.
Dark One's own luck, I can roll a
She would
43.
destroy me.
I'm a new man. And of your flex, but you don't see anything new.
Anavir's going after the Viking badass Asimar that doesn't know he exists. Reinhardt's going
Sounds like
after the ex
Wow.
assassin who is on run from the Empire. and I'm going after the high-ranking, I guess super high-ranking because she was fucking watching the queen.
Yeah.
Kryn, Dark Elf, support
I
caster.
see somebody cares about status.
I didn't know she was that status.
Yeah, that's fair.
I didn't know she was that status. I'm like, oh shit.
He's like, oh, this is new.
Saren, lower your
marrying
standards.
into money.
Sir, lower your standard.
What?
What?
Will, what the fuck did you type?
Ass
Did you have a
can.
fucking stroke?
He's typing with
Who-
one
What
hand.
Who can
What?
She's the ice.
Who
she's
can
the ice mage that can't
cast
cast
ice? Cast.
Oh my god. There's a thing
Who
called
can
autocorrect.
cast
Is he
ice?
typing it?
He's typing. Everybody shut up. He needs to focus. He's looking
Use
at
your
Discord.
words!
He's totally looking at Discord right now.
Wasn't she an ice caster who can't cast ice?
Yeah,
No,
she was.
she's
Was
a
she?
support caster.
No, she was the
No,
one
she
that
claimed
she
that
was
she
ice
was
mage that
magic.
only used fire spells.
Use
When
magic
we met her,
missile.
she claimed that she was a
I
ice
was about to say she
specialist
just
who
used
could
magic
only
missile.
cast fire.
I mean, honestly, there's not that many options for magic, which is why I like the idea of the Order of the Scribe, because you can change the type of a spell based on the other
There's
spells.
all the options. What do you mean there's not many options?
I choose all of them.
What kind of bullshit just fell out of your mouth?
There's what? Until like 6th level, there's just like Ice Knife.
Magic missile.
Okay, anyways.
Chill touch.
Moving on.
You saw me use create bonfire. Chromatic orb.
Chill touch is necrotic.
Everybody shut
You
up.
venture back to the airship, Tanakh and
Yes.
Torin in tow,
She's just
with a total of 48 small casks of premium Persona wine. Each one weighs about 75 pounds.
Jesus.
So that brings about an extra ton or two to the airship. I've already added it to the airship's cargo.
Just 2 tons of booze.
That's a lot.
It's 48 casks, or just more like keg size, and each one is 75 pounds per.
All right, let me get the calculator out.
Wow. That's a lot of wine.
The longer it ages, the more it's worth.
That's
It's already been added.
3,600 pounds.
Yeah,
That's almost 2 tons.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of wine.
How are we carrying this?
We're flying
not-
multiple
Women's Ball
ships.
can carry 10 tons of cargo, right?
The airship
Yeah.
has to lower anyways to pick up the cargo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it takes it takes the day pretty much to
We're rolling it anyways, right?
go about. It's brought on a cart first.
Okay.
Saren's triggered.
Also, I actually have to ask
Saren gets
something.
tricked.
Yeah, from the carts.
What?
Oh no.
Somebody.
It's the wine itself, it's like a good name. It's not the most expensive wine you could have bought, because you likely in dealing wouldn't have been able to buy a cask of the most expensive wine besides just one. And so Tanakh went for something he could get a quantity of.
we can always upsell.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have. You're always gonna upsell. That's the name of the game. But you just can't. Too much riding on one cask. Not a good idea.
Understandable.
Yes, Snyder?
So. Oh shit! Now it's 2 things. Fuck. You should have been earlier then. So one for Saren is that could we get in contact with Gordan? I kind of want a shield of some sort.
Steam casted shield?
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
I
would
don't know
say-
their circle, so that would take a while.
I would say the best bet would be to, while we're flying to Asarius, teleport there, have the ship continue to fly, and then just teleport back, if that's how it will work. Can we land on moving objects? Torrent? Because the ship is a place.
Yes.
The ship being a place is a little. It's a
The ship is a
stretch.
thing.
Yeah, but it's a place too.
It's an object. It doesn't. I
Actually,
cut a corner
question.
by allowing you to teleport just onto it, but you were still going to Rasona as your destination. So you need
Question.
to pick a location. Go on.
Okay.
If you had a circle on it, if
Circle
you
would be
made a
fine.
television, a circle would be fine. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do that. Work on that later. Second
That takes
question
one, yeah.
is actually to
Teleport
Chris.
to the circle.
Actually, we
Yeah.
could always just buy a magic circle and place the magic circle, a pre-done magic circle, and just place it on the ship. Yeah.
If there was
It's
anywhere that
8,000
could
gold to
do
pay
that,
someone to do it. Yeah.
it's most like in here.
In
Yeah,
Persona.
Persona or
Mm.
Rexingtron.
Yeah.
The only other place.
It's something we can ask. It's something Stormer can ask for as his second boon. I would like 2 magic circles, plates of slate.
There you go.
2 pre-done magic circles.
And then second question was,
Lengthen the wyvern's claw just a little
could we?
bit to add
Could I find some
some
rods
a
actually?
teleportation room on the back.
I don't know what you said, but Chris.
Hmm?
Is there a place I could find like a bunch of rods that are like silvered or something? They
Silver
kind of just be
rods.
yeah.
It's so specialty at that point. You just have to.
Or it actually
Kinda
doesn't have to be silvered. Actually, it can just be any kind of metal rod. I prefer metal rods.
We understand we don't need to know about your kinks.
Got him.
Mhm.
Got him.
Or maybe one
There we
long
go.
rod
Got
that I
him.
can just cut down.
Got him.
Oh, got him.
Oh, got him.
Actually, 2 rods. Yes.
That was such a good
Oh, I
clip.
can make it.
Like that was such a good
I can't make it.
episode,
It's
man.
That really was. What can you say to that? That was
Oh, I should
amazing.
put my hand down. There we go.
Almost as good as Brian freaking roasting Tyler.
2
with
metal
the
rods? You
cards.
mean like from Blue Mountain State?
Yeah, two stacks.
I mean, just like looking just for stabs or.
Metal rods at least that can be turned into something else, or at least
Message
cut
me
lightning.
the plan is. Keep me in the loop, but
Oh.
um,
So 2 metal rods. One I'm gonna cut down and make into wands, and they're gonna
Okay.
be attached to the other metal rod that has not been cut down.
you're making a dual staff of wands.
No, I'm making Stormer's staff of magic missile,
Okay.
which is already made.
Yeah, the weirdest way of making something.
So it made sense.
It's like a
It's the staff
crafting
of magic
recipe.
missile, but it has
Staff
like
wand, wand,
4,
stick,
but it
staff.
has like 5 wands crafted together. So it's really janky, but it's really cool.
If you spend 10 gold, you can get the rods of high quality metal.
Okay. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna make it now. No, of course not. I'm working on other stuff.
You're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just getting material.
You crack everything up together. Um, it's closing in on
Move.
night. It's always dark in Arizona, but you know it's closing in on night. Your cargo is loaded. You've acquired your rods. Tanakh glances. Is there anything else we need before we get this show on the road to Asarius?
I don't think so.
Uh,
Guys?
yeah,
Anything?
actually, is there meats that I can make?
Oh god.
I can
Meat?
get before. Yeah.
I'm gonna be training with Will. Or Reinhardt. Correction.
Yeah, I mean you can acquire any type of meat you want. It's not like cow, beef, chicken. It is
Yeah,
wasteland meats typically.
I wanna make something cool when we land or something. Yeah.
Okay. You get 10 silver for exotic meat, for a pound of
Okay.
exotic meat.
I'll just use a gold.
Yeah.
Remove. That's 11. Wow, I spent 11 gold here.
You can acquire your exotic meat. Freshly butchered from some wasteland beast and brought into the city.
Oh, I
No,
should have
no,
spent
she's
the
really
fucking
nice.
shit.
What the
I'm
fuck?
okay. My cat ran in front of my feet.
Fucking shit! You're about to lose your mind.
See Safari's just trying to trip Saren.
Oh no.
Or just run down.
Yeah, right.
Just close. Savari clotheslines
Make her jiggle.
against Saren's feet. That's a huge fucking cat.
Yeah, and everyone calls Lara small.
Right?
Laura's like 7 pounds, dude. Luna's 25.
Yeah.
Oh my
Lara's
god.
pretty Lara, you want to come over here? You want to say hi to another cat? Get the fuck up,
No.
Lara.
Wow. Let's not try to have PETA at my channel, okay?
Yeah,
PETA.
after you.
PETA, PETA,
We're
I
gonna have
don't know.
the Indian bread makers after us.
You never know.
What are they called
PETA.
again? Oh, Pita.
People
PETA.
eating tasty animals.
PETA.
PETA.
Same, same word.
Same word.
Have they named themselves after bread? The fuck?
I've been worried about a bread company all this time.
Bread company's gonna come after you.
Yeah.
Don't knock big bread, man.
That's right.
Hey,
Laura.
you're supposed to be a +4 television.
Yeah, no, my cat's fucking. My cat could beat your cat up.
No,
Why
man,
are we
Lara's
having a
got the
cat fight?
ability.
Laura got
Luna
the
would be scared of another cat, though. She's never.
Laura got the
been near other
dex
cats.
build.
Lara fucking clobbers other animals.
Nathan's cat has constitution.
My cat has constitution.
Barbarian versus
Yeah.
rogue.
Yeah.
My cat has constitution.
Cat has constitution.
Your cat's lazy.
It has constitution, but it takes points of
Walter
exhaustion
has.
faster.
Oh, that's
He
too
does.
good.
Is unique.
He's not moving. I tried to unravel her.
It's proper rogue. man.
Walter went for the charisma build. That's what Walter went for.
You all gather up to knock. Okay. Get the show on the road, why don't we? Well, road being a figurative sense, the sky roads here aren't really well established, so we'll just be flying as a crow flies. If they have crows here. I don't know.
You see a crow, it's got like giant fangs.
Menlo.
It's Mordecai.
It's like it grabs like a land animal and just like carries it like twice its body size and just like rips it in half and starts feasting.
Definitely
I
Mordecai.
watched a video, Chris, on like how dragon would fight, and it's like use eagle tactics, like where they chuck some shit that you let gravity be the weapon.
Grab. That's how a dragon would fight, man. It would just go grab, fly, drop.
It uses
I don't know,
breath
man. I feel
weapon.
like dragons being able
One
to
of the
breathe
breath
fire is a much
No,
better
That's the
weapon.
thing. That's the thing
Yeah.
because it uses his breath weapon to make things scatter, so that nothing is like close and together. So if it scatters, you can
But
just
you
pick
have a
off
nice,
one and then
easy
just...
barbecue. Why wouldn't you use it? Easy barbecue. Easy.
Because the way to like negate the breath weapon is to
Turn
scatter.
to Menlo
Yeah.
And that's the
and
point.
Your navigator.
the navigator.
Easy barbecue night for Saturday.
Asarius.
The thing, Captain.
Howdy ho.
Oh,
Set course.
um,
Set course for Asarius. Warp factor 2.
you should actually add him, Spirit. You should actually add him into your extras and as like a other or a sidekick or whatever the hell.
But why?
They're not quite sidekick. They're just the crew of the vessel.
Maybe just what are they called?
The closest would be is Tanakh, since he is the first mate.
Not
Yeah.
familiar. But at least then
Yeah,
you'd have
Chris,
like a list of what.
seeing
It's what-
Laura
I have
in the
that.
camera
I have that.
and
I
then
can
seeing
pull it up
Luna.
on
It is amazing how
on
small
roll
Laura
20.
is.
I have the entire crew here.
Every time someone visits and sees Lara, they're like, "Oh my god, she's so small." And he's like, "I thought she was actually kind of on the bigger side." For now everyone's telling me she's like a fucking pipsqueak.
And then you see my cat, and you're like, "Wow, my cat's really."
Pure
One moment,
constitution.
I'm gonna just get her.
Luna is my fucking chest. My entire chest size is Luna.
Nah, it's your chest armor now.
Wait, I'm just realizing that Who has an AC of 11. A tiny owl has an AC of 11.
That's actually amazing. It's probably from the decks,
Yeah.
huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, I figured.
But yeah, it's harder to hit.
Yeah, it's an
Flappy
owl.
has an AC of 21.
Jesus.
Oh my god! That's amazing!
Yeah, Lara is so small.
And
Does Lara have
41
short
hit
legs?
points. 41 hit points.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah,
Is she
I mean,
one?
Chris,
Is
look
she
at
one
that.
of those pygmy cats?
Chris,
She-
Lara like covers your like shoulder. Like
Yeah.
Luna covers. Yeah.
Yeah, Lara.
Like
Lara is
if I get
105.
Laura to sit in the same
Luna
way,
is-
Yeah. Yeah, guys. I think and I'm bigger
He's
than you
bigger.
too.
There's a big cat. There's a big cat.
Yeah, no,
Lara.
That's going into different territory.
Luna's a 25.
Can we be
Luna's
civilized,
25
Storm?
pounds. She's
What?
big.
Yeah.
She's
What?
a big girl.
That's
are you
big.
gonna look
Right,
at the other
so-
cat?
Unlo has set a
They're sharing their familiars.
Doesn't
Yes.
care.
sorry.
She doesn't.
She just
doesn't
wants
know.
to play.
No, she doesn't want to play. She wants away from the fan. I put her marginally closer to the ceiling fan, and she hates that.
Mm.
As the airship you hear the thrum of the broomstone engines ignite, and for the first time in a while, the ship finally sets pace to leave Rosona and heading towards Asarius, the city of beasts,
Oh yeah.
only with knowledge that there is some type of potential plot that Robin Ball might have here, and that there is some group known as the Crown Breakers that reside within. There are only two leads,
Okay.
and one in the second largest city in Rosona, in
Oh, fuck,
Jorhas.
Oh fuck, we should have gotten more information. No.
Cause I have the question. Uses
I'll ask it now.
it. Yeah, without everybody's regard.
Xenosaurus.
Well, then you're gonna
Nothing.
be like, what should I order? No.
Yeah, it's like taking in my thoughts. Like, oh, he wants to order something from here.
So
Where can I find a
we'll
piece of
end
pencil?
the session here.
Oh,
Heading
okay.
towards Asarius, the city of beasts.
Oh man, that's gonna be so fun.
Oh man.
That was fun. That was
Got
enjoyable.
my
It
mage
was.
armor now.
Oh yeah, that was
Pretty
a pretty good
good.
session. I had a good few laughs from it, for sure.
I was on phone the last hour of it.
Was
And now I have a max AC
loser
of-
talking to his
Imagine
girlfriend on the phone.
Imagine having a wife. What a fucking
I
weird.
know.
I'll tell you, they're not married yet.
You girlfriend. Fucking, you're both wrong. Ha!
All right, thanks, Chris.
Thank you,
As always, thank you.
Spelljammer suit.
I am going to load my truck up as I have tomorrow. So
Sounds
Actually,
good.
how wide is the Spelljammer? Is
You're going to your
is the
cabin
Wyvern's
tomorrow,
Claw?
aren't you?
Honestly, dude, from what I've seen
let
with
me pull it up.
Spelljammer, it's not that good.
No, all I care about is the 2 spells and the 2 magic items. That's it.
I care about the
100 feet.
races because for
Alright.
the
30
campaign
feet,
I'm
30
gonna
feet
play.
wide.
I'll be
Chris,
right
I
back.
am gonna have a second campaign that I'm playing in, and I decided I'm going to be a plasmoid, and I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. Because then I get acid resistance and poison resistance, and I'm trying to think about what else I could do as a plasmoid.
I believe the Wyvern's Claw should be 40.
Could you use enlarge reduce
40.
on it?
If enlarge and reduce affects
Does it affect
objects.
an object?
The Wyvern's Claw, when I last did it, because it's also on the sheet for it, is
Back.
150 feet by 30, which should be 40. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna end the
Does it
stream
affect
then.
objects?
Sounds good.
Or an
Will,
object to see if
you want to
it's
play
Yeah.
World of Tanks with me?
choose either
Oh yeah, of
picture.
course.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
I'll be probably
I'm just gonna
on
make sure I have
it. I
what
just
happened
haven't
on my notes.
can.
All right. So
Yeah,
we went
for
back to
the,
Roshona.
I can make it 15 feet
Um,
wide.
Okay, bye. We went back to Roshona. Anavir pulled a card. We picked the Vizier card. Harbinger both finished the books, increasing our score by +2. You met with the scholars regarding your armor at the Marble Tomb Conservatory. We gave back the
Yeah.
books. Your armor got increased.
Yeah, Chris, could we just
infusing
make
with the
my
ring
armor
and the
give me
shroud.
advantage on stealth to even it out?
And then
Thank
we
you.
decided to invest the last bit of our credit that we had on card to buy about 3,600 pounds of wine to sell it for more elsewhere. And then we are making our way to I have it written down, right?
Wait, let me
Yeah.
Azeroth.
Sorry,
Azeroth.
Asterisk.
Azeroth.
let me add that gold back.
You know what?
I
We
never
should do
used
this.
any of my credit.
Did we
Sorry,
miss
that was
anything?
quick.
What was that, Chris?
Armor, wine, not much. Storm machinations.
Stormer's
Rats.
rod, yeah.
Yeah.
Stormer one,
Rats.
Asarius,
Rats
Kind of
too.
fell.
called
Yeah.
Azeroth. Asarius is heavily based off of
I meant to
Orgrimmar.
ask for gems.
We should
Not to
always. By the way, I feel like we should do this every after session too.
Really?
Just like to
Recap?
recap. Yeah, like do a little
On
recap
it,
because
Will,
I
and
think
I'll
it would be
invite
really
you.
nice for
Anthony, do you
people
wanna
that.
join us?
I think it would be really nice for people to know what
You
happened
don't have to
and
know
all
what,
that.
buddy.
So,
Yeah.
Fine.
so it'd be
But
kind of nice.
thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you're ever
Indeed.
feeling down and sad and really in a unenergetic state, make sure you
No, we
invest
don't
in a
care.
Swift lifestyle
We
because
don't
they can help you boost your
What's the
energy
wait, what's the
status
percentage?
as well as really good
What's the
dietary
percentage?
supplements.
15% off. 15%
You'll
off.
get a 15%
off or
15.
sure.
Your first
Use
purchase
my
is,
promo
uh,
code for XEvilX. No spaces.
Promo code
Just use it.
XEvilX when you're at
I know
Actually,
I
I
do.
Yeah, you do. You look like. Look at this amazing human being, right?
You know I do.
All right, I'm
I
ending
know
this
I-
stream now.
I swear